Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm laughing as soon as we came on camera, the light went out. So we're glad you're with us on a Sunday. Happy Sunday. I hope it's a good one for you. We've got an exciting show. We're going to do something very special today that haven't had a lot of chance to talk about. Just gave you a little mention of it yesterday. But in my hand, I hold the most extraordinary Alexandrites I've ever been a part of. I will tell you there are only 6 pieces to go around. I know, 6 individual, one-of-a-kind items. But they are Alexandrites at the very, very best. Now, we've seen some great stones here. We love to specialize in our Brazilian Coego de Fogos, but we're actually going to bring you today some very special. They are Brazilian. They are the best. I mean, there was Russian material that was the first discovery. That's how they're named, after Tsar Alexander. Of course, it's his namesake stone. But we're going to bring you what is the modern day best, which is out of Brazil, which is going to be this beautiful color change. And what we've done is we've gotten every one of them under UV light to give you an image of what they will look like when they do change color. So 6 to go around, 4 rings, 2 necklaces are going to be here. They are extraordinary. Now, they're not, again, like Alexandrites, they're not going to be 3 or 4 carat sizes. Those would be in museums, but they are very special. So if you are a lover of quality, that's what you're looking for. You want quality through and through. We've got that for you today. So Alexandrites coming up. We'll do those in about an hour or so. We'll kick them off as our top of the hour next hour for you. We also have some special diamond earrings. I've got a nice blowout on some very dressy designer earrings for you that are going to be here in all diamonds. They're the baguettes and the round combinations that we so enjoy and adore. So we'll see those on the way, as well as there's actually going to be a Tanzanite. We have some golden pearls. I know that Ms. Kim, you asked to see the pink from yesterday. We'll give those a glance. And then, because it turns out we had 2 pairs. I know 1 pair's gone and 1 pair's left. So we have the pink pearls coming up for you, but there's also a gorgeous golden pearl button style earring for you as well today. So that's exciting. And then also a men's Paraiba, a big Tanzanite. We're going to see some blowouts and color change sphenes. And some new pieces as well. Now, I would love your request because it is the end of the week. It is the also end of our week. We don't see you till Wednesday. So if there's anything we can show you from the inventory, love to do that before we run out of time at 1 o'clock today so we can get you situated with what you want, okay? And also, there's a lot of new as far as pendants, designer rings. We've got pieces that go very, very quickly here. There is a new pink diamond, and that was something I know we got excited about the other day, just Friday night. Big pink diamond, gorgeous color. We're going to see another one of those today. So lots of exciting things on the way. I hope if you do have a request, you get those in. Best thing to do is call into the show. If you are somebody that reaches out to me, that is also a very speedy and effective way, very efficient way to do it, because I can sometimes get those requests a little faster. I am the host of the show. I am up here live, so this is really where, again, we can interact and get you exactly what you need before it's gone to somebody else. Now, there's a very special, again, this is a recap to start with, and then we're going to get into it. Alexandrites next hour, and they're only going to last a couple of minutes. They're really extraordinary. We've got photographs. I love them. They're beautiful, and they're in really classic mountings as well. So we're looking forward to those. But let's take a look at Ms. Kim. This was your request here to see those one more time. So here's a stunning look at some really special large button style earrings we brought yesterday. Again, 1 pair gone, 1 pair left. So this will be a last call here. It's 1130505. Remember, they were in the rose gold, which is always exciting to see. 18 karat rose gold. It's why they look so rich. And then that's going to be essentially your bezel and your border to the pearls, which are 14 millimeters in their size. So very, very nice size. And of course, this is that freshwater and purple pink. They really are. They're a mauve tone. They really do shimmer. There's an incredible kind of look here. So it's a really special, you get a little bit of the blues and the greens as well. That's what we want. We want pearls to be lustrous, and that's what they are. It's like, give them a little shine and a little glow, and instead of being sparkling like diamonds, they're really just extraordinary, beautiful. Again, that kind of like, think of it what we love in moonstones, but on top of the amazing, amazing color you're getting in this pearl. So let's show you. I guess I'm going to take off my earring here, and we'll show them to you on really quickly as well. And that's the greatest thing about what we do here live is that, you know, if you feel like I'm not really quite sure on an item, maybe you just glanced at it or saw a little preview of it or what have you, it's best, again, get this show. Like, this is your custom look at everything. So it's really important to pick up the phone and say, here's what I want to do. Here's what I have a question. Here's what I need to see again. And then it'll make the decision so much easier. But you can see the size that they're going to give. And then, of course, our beautiful way they look. There they are at, let's see, about 5/8 of an inch there, top to bottom, of course, round in diameter. And that's what's great is that because this is all wrapped in the way it is, this has got a center post, big butterfly backing to go with it. It's actually those butterfly backings that have the silicone around them as well, which is kind of revolutionary. I think it's really special to see those. And then you can see the size they're going to give when they're on. They're quite large, and they're definitely, there's a sophistication to always the button style pearls, I think, that we love. And we'll go back up close and give you a better idea of what they look like here. and they're going to be, again, $777. So nice value there. If you'd like to go ahead and grab those for yourself, you may. And it's a beautiful rose gold setting only. So that'll be only in the 18 karat rose gold. And again, if you have any other questions on them, Miss Kim, let me know and we'll help you out. So that's we've been seeing some gorgeous pearls. Now I don't have any pendants today, but I do have, again, we'll see some golden pearl studs that are, I hate to call them studs, they're massive. They're like bowling balls. So we're excited about that too. And they'll also be in 18 karat gold and they'll be South Sea. So we've got the golden pearls later, South Sea variety, which a little bit even more rare than the freshwater. Okay, so we'll get into a new pendant coming up. Again, if you have any questions on those, let me know. Hope you didn't miss them. You know, it's, I always say, first item, please. And then sometimes not everybody's here at the top of the show. But again, if you'd like to get those, you may. We've got aqua earrings coming up today that are emerald cuts. Very glam. I'll give you a little preview of our 15-point pink diamond. It's one of those real saturated. Were you with me on Friday night to see the bubblegum pink? That's a big statement to put a pink diamond up next to those pearls, but look at how they match. So that's a really very nice size to our pink diamond there, a pinky purple color. And then here we go. This one's fun. This next pendant is brand new. And this is, yeah, you know you've never seen anything like this before. It reminds me a little of Lon Von. Anybody know that designer? They do a great insignia like that, very similar. I'm going to set it up here because that's actually how it's intended to be worn. I think that's how you'll like wearing it. But of course, you have bales around. So you can kind of get creative if there's something you want to mix it up one day. But it's 1130-471 and it's platinum. And it does have, feels like the little bit of like an arc of laurel leaves around it. Almost feels like a, I don't know, it feels like, I don't know, it's giving me like a, looks like the doorway to a chapel or it is worship Sunday, right? And it's just that beautiful, like again, framed with the florals, like when you walk into a special event and they have the what do they call those? Oh, goodness gracious. It's a Sunday and it's been one already. It's been one and it's only 10 a.m. But you know what, there's that great frame around doorways and it looks so elegant, very like it's announcing your arrival, and it says, here's my Tanzanite with the almost heart shape around it. It's just very pretty, and I think it's striking, and it's a 1 carat 10 on the emerald cut blue winged block D, and something a little bit different for you. I mean, we love to bring different. That is always the challenge, is when you bring a couple hundred pieces of jewelry every day, what can we bring that's going to be different and unique? And this is certainly a way to take that classic stone we love and really add something to it. Give it a little design element. Diamond weight is 17 points. I'll try it on the hand here so we can give you the length measurement and then get ready. And Jason, was that a requester for the pearls? And did she have any questions about those? If it is, no. Okay, so great. All right, so this is going to be, I got to say, there really are opportunities to put your chain through any portion because the sides, look at how it's all bales essentially all the way around. So you can do what you wish there. But this is what it looks like on the measurement side of things, and it's going to be about 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. I'll try it on the neckline for you so you get a better idea of what it's all about, and there it is. So that's a really stunning blue, purple, red. We love to see that, and we're going to get you a great value on the way here. A beauty of a piece, unique designer, oh look, you see the reds there. I know it's not necessarily, the stone isn't facing the proper way until I do that, but when I do, you see the reds coming through that are so striking. We're going to do that one for, how about $9.99? Get you started on a Sunday, and again, if you have requests, I'd love to hear them. There's a very exciting, we got a really pretty blue sapphire that's on the affordable side. Some big opal earrings are here that have the crystal opals, but they're really saturated. So they're going to be a lot of fun. And trellis, is that the word? Like a trellis, you know, right around the doorway. I just think it's beautiful. It looks like a wreath and it looks like a celebration. And certainly we celebrate our blue wings here, don't we? So good morning to everybody. Glad you're with us. And this is a really, really special look. Okay, so, and thank you, Janae, and thank you, Kirsten, and thank you, Carrie. Glad you're with us. We got the gals checking in. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. So here we are. That's going to be $9.99. And we've got a big pink diamond. Wait till you see this. Where are my diamond lovers at? Pure, straight up diamonds. You remember the cross we had on the Friday night show? Was it Friday? I think it was Thursday, Friday. One of those nights. I have a really big diamond piece. It's not a cross. I know we needed like a few hundred of those crosses, but I have this really large diamond piece. Look at this. Now I'm holding it east to west. It's going to sit north to south on the neckline, and look at how beautiful that is. It's a slide. So that's going to be like, you could call it a hidden bail, but your chain is going to have plenty of room to go through one portion, and then it's actually convex, so you see how it bows out there. And this is also brand new. So we love a good new designer piece. It's in platinum as well. That's 209 113 0455 209 in diamonds. What a piece that is. And just feels like that bold designer. We've done our fair share of stiletto styles, but of course that usually implies something real narrow, real, stick straight. This is really giving that nice big width. You've got almost a ribbon style to it. I love the curvature of it, but it's always going to sit properly on the neckline, never going to twist or turn or flip or flop or any of those things we don't want our pendants to do. We just want it to do its job, which is look pretty. Just look pretty. Isn't that all jewelry has to do? Just look pretty. Isn't that great? What a life, right? Just look pretty. Just, hang out with us, be our companion, style us up a bit, and that's it. Platinum is so really, again, look at that. That's so nicely made too. Let's show it from a distance so you can really see the perspective, because it's large and it's not going to be for everybody, but yet I still think, see, for my diamond gals out there, if you're a real diamond lover, I could see you wearing that every day. That's your new signature style perhaps. And we're going to show you the length here. It's going to be, I think, a little over an inch. Yeah, an inch and an eighth, I would say, on that one. And then we will pop it on the neckline for you as well. Get you a look at this one. I would not wait if I were you. We've got lots of one-of-a-kinds as usual. Take a look at that one on the neckline there so you can get a better perspective of what that's all about, and a really special look in just complete waterfall of pave. Love that. And of course the chain you put it on is going to dictate the length, of course, but also it's got a nice wide bail in the back, so really you can wear it with just about anything, even an omega chain. We had an omega chain the other day. It was a lot of fun to have, but we could see you wearing that with an omega. Your basic chains would work, your diamonds by the yard, etc. Let's get you a great value on this one in the platinum. The bail's got to be about probably 8 millimeters. Yeah. Yes. Oh, no, I mentioned that several times. It's actually really, depending on the size of your chain, let me show it from the side here. There are essentially bails everywhere on the Tanzanite, so this is what I was talking about when I showed it from the side. It really does. So you can wear it, see how you could, now your chain would have to be pretty small if you're putting it under the Tanzanite there, but see how that one's wider? So this is what they designed it for. They designed it, but if your chain has a small enough finding on the edge, the clasp area, not usually the clasp area, usually we use the other side, the more, again, with the smaller side. But you could, if your chain works, again, I don't know what chain you're using, but this is where it's designed to go, which is at kind of the peak, the top of that diamond. But you can see if your chain is, I don't know if you would want to wear it this way, but let me show you. That's what it would look like, sort of. Yeah, that works too. You could wear it side to side if you want to, because look, you've got plenty of room there side to side. So again, you could wear it east to west. You could wear it the other way, west to east. You could wear it like this if you want to. And then of course, what they thought of when they designed it, certainly the intention was with that section that you see is a little larger. So they were intending it more like I had it on the air with the diamonds at the top. So that, but I think you could do that. Yeah, it's just going to be a matter of, does your chain fit through these other bails? But it is cut out, so it gives you the option certainly, and you would probably just have to find one of your more dainty chain findings there. But yeah, it's really, it could be diamonds by the yard if you're going the opposite direction, which is really the way I had it. That's really what it's intended to do right there. But yeah, plenty of options there, and I think you're going to really enjoy playing with it when you get it home and see how you like it best. But then let's go back to this one, because this is obviously that 209. So we just had a question about, so how does that work and where are the bails? And really it's everywhere. So that's the Tanzanite pendant in platinum. Now this one also in platinum, the 209. Going to give you a big old value here in a lot of great diamonds and one very special piece. Yes, it is just the one. So it's going to go very quickly. You know that. And we'll send it out. How about this for better than $11,999? Fabulous value on the way. I am so excited you're with us. We have that Alexandrite debut collection. It's only 6 pieces, 6 in their entirety. They're all one of a kinds. They're coming up in about 45 minutes. We were even redoing photographs this morning, so it's really exciting to be able to show you. We had to, get them in under UV light. So it's really exciting. We're being able to show you the amazing color change, because that's part of what makes these stones so rare. But let's do better than even 11 or 10 or 5, because we're trying to make jewelry as affordable as possible. You rely on us to do that. So here's how we make it happen for you. It is only going to be, well, I think we could do a little bit better than even $49 or $39.99. One caller gets it. Obviously going to go here. Anybody get the Tanzanite pendant? Let me know if you do want that one. Or again, I think we still have the pink pearls. The pink pearl earrings are still here as well. So if you'd like those, you can get them. But let's make this even better than $39. Let's go $29.99 on this one in the platinum. First caller only, and again, brand new right now. So you know how those brand new pieces tend to go, and so quickly. So really want to make sure you have have a chance to pick that up. And of course, $29.99. Then we'll get to that 15-point pink diamond. Isn't that a beauty? We'll have that for you. We have some opal earrings too. The opal earrings are fabulous. The opals are really good. They're really strong crystal opals. You're going to see a lot of color with those. It's very exciting. We have some rhodochrosite. It's like a day of rare. You know, we're seeing diamonds now, but we've got rhodochrosite, best Alexandrites, diamond earrings that are stunning, really beautiful golden pearls. They're gigantic. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone's lobes have doing their workouts. Have your earlobes, yeah, because this is, look at the size of this pearl. This is going to be one of a set of earrings. Can you believe that? Really important earrings for you. So those will be a lot of fun. And then we have, there is one really special new copper bearing. And again, very luxe, very designer. So $29.99 on this one. Let's move on to, I just have another thing for my diamond lovers there. That's a diamond ring. Feels like a star or a snowflake design that you have in all diamonds. And there's something we love always about all diamond pieces. And you have one there. So a beautiful center stone that's quite large, and then more and more and more around it. You're actually going to get, this is one individual 54-point stone first in platinum. I'm going to give it a little polish. It looks like it's seen better days as far as the stone surface there. So let me give it a little quick polish here and make sure it is perfected for you. But this is platinum as well. It's 427, and it's going to be our, look at that, 54-point white diamond in the middle. So starts with that solitaire, but looks anything but traditional, because it's going to be that big oversized star floral snowflake. Looks very cool, and yet 54 points plus a carat, so you're getting 154 overall. Stunning look here in diamonds. Love that we have some new all diamond pieces, because that's where so many of us like to live, is in the diamond category. No doubt, no fail, this is where we love to be with our diamonds. It's what we wear every single day. It's what always goes with everything. It's what we're bringing you top quality on as well, so that's exciting. But let's blow it out for you, because obviously brand new, and this one being that really large center stone, that really ups the ante when you talk about diamonds and their worth, and that's what you have here. So really important center. I want to show it on because that's going to be everything here. It's supposed to be $69.99, very fair. When you consider all that platinum, obviously this is a larger overall piece. You can see not a style that we'd expect to have an under gallery, but you still do. So it's important the way they design that to make it so bold, so over the top. Look at how cool that is. So really feels like, I don't know, it's giving me like a celebration holiday type vibe all year long. And I think that's what makes it so much fun, is that jewelry is a celebration. It is a celebration of who we are and what we love and what we collect, and yet always adds some drama to accessories and, you know, just the outfit that we love. So this is where, again, sometimes you really just, again, live in the jewelry more often than I know we get a lot of wear out of our jewelry more than probably anything else. You know, we wear the same pieces. We love that. This is where, again, you've got that big oversized, maybe right hand ring, extra high style here, really well done. And we're going to blow that up for $29.99 as well. So you can get either the pendant or the ring, or better yet, probably pairing them together would be such a great look if you want to do that. So $29.99 only for the ring and the pendant we just had. And again, you can choose your favorite or get them both, and they will pair up beautifully. And then we'll get to those golden pearls shortly. We do have a last call on some diamond earrings that are going to bring you tricolor gold and 3 different colors of diamonds. And it's a Sunday morning, and we're waiting on the Alexandrites, but only 6 people are going to get the Alexandrites, and probably fewer, because I imagine it's going to be one of those where you may want to get a ring and a necklace together as a set and have the makings of a beautiful suite, because this, again, the Alexandrite we're about to see today is 100% the top I've ever had. I've been doing this a long time, so I've had a number of Alexandrites. You figure I've had some pretty much every day for 25 years, and yet it's a really rare stone, but we're going to see top quality today for you. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun to bring you something as extraordinary as top quality Alexandrites as we've ever seen here on the show, bringing you great value on those. And of course, they're coming up in about 40 minutes. And again, that's it. So I got 6 of them. That's all. So it's definitely going to go very quickly, and we want to make sure that you're aware that they are coming up, and they are going to be one of a kind, and they're obviously going to go very quickly because of the values, because stones like this are really belonging more so in museums than necessarily a home shopping network. But that's what we specialize in, is really bringing you those museum type level stones. So we'll do that coming up in a little bit. I'm so excited about them. And again, 4 rings, 2 necklaces will be on the way. Shall we get to the big pink diamond? Or I spotted this kunzite. It's not hard to spot. You don't need a magnifying glass for this one. This one could be seen from satellites up in the atmosphere, because it's so big. This is really the largest we do in a ring. Look at that color. And the kunzite has a new mark down. And I know we saw the round, that beautiful, remember that round we had yesterday, that super cool cutting? This is certainly giving you a much bigger overall effect. So if you love the big cocktail rings, here it is. This is 112, 8182. Look at that color. purples more so than pinks always denotes a better kunzite. The ultimate saturation level, the ultimate really, really good orchid color. That's what somebody said the other day. They're like, what is pink and purple? What is that called when they come together? I'm going, it's an orchid color. That's what pink and purple combined like that. It's not one or the other. It's really specialty. And with kunzite, definitely is the best in the world. Does not fade. 844 in this size. 129 though in diamonds. And what an exclusive piece this is. Call me if you have any quick requests too, or if there's anything you are interested in from earlier. Obviously, those pieces are going to be all gone before you know it. That Tanzanite pendant, the big diamond pieces as well. The pink pearls are also here if you'd like them. So again, really important to take those and take them quickly before everybody gets here and arrives on this big Sunday. But here we are with a really big discount. So it used to be $69.99. That was made a long time ago. You know, reference the item number there. It was made about 2 years ago. So already I think we could say, you know, that's validated as a pretty good price as it is. And then you realize, oh, well, we're going to mark it down because it's been here for a couple of years. That's a lot longer than a piece should be here. So we're really making sure that we can bring this price down, make it so affordable for you, get better than $69.99, and take it on down to the lowest price ever when this is also an amazing mounting with a 129. Significant diamond weight. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Come on in if you're a big kunzite lover, because this one's not going to last because the value is so good. That's why I'm showing it 20 minutes into the show. It's an incredible opportunity to get your kunzite. Look at the flashes coming from within. Here's the other way to wear it, because we all have our preference on how we wear our pear shapes. That's the other way. Looks great that way as well. So you can certainly get whatever look you're trying to achieve there. You've got it. Again, we're without a light today, so we have been with all week long. So it's just really important to remember things might look a little different than they usually do. But it's really important to just remember this is money back guarantee on everything. We've got our best of the best here. We've got our kunzite that is ideal. Don't take these price tags and these drops and these discounts as any kind of indication of, I wonder if that's a lower quality. We don't do low quality. We only have one standard and one speed here, and that is going to be the top and the best. And here's what we're going to do instead of $69.99. It's under $3,000. And that alone has not happened, but get this, instead of $29, we're gonna keep going from there. It's definitely for my larger ring gals. You know, you gotta like a bigger ring on this one. We have everything. We have smaller kunzites all the time, but this is really the ultimate in high-end design and size and all of that. We're gonna do better than $29 and really keep discounting. I've been doing this really all week. It's been a fun week to welcome in spring, of course, and to bring you new. Spring seasons are about new beginnings and, you know, revival and rebirth and all that. So here we are looking at some great new jewelry, really giving you that opportunity to add something new and collectible to your own jewelry collection. Think about also the upcoming holidays, the get-togethers, the Mom's Day, the big graduations, all that's coming. It'll be here before you know it. We're at the end of March. So before you know it, we've got all of those celebrations together as families and friends gather. And so what we're going to do on this one, instead of $29, let's make it even better. Let's go $24.99. First caller. Stays in white gold, but again, we'll size it for you and get it right out to you for free. So that's a great value. Plus, we have a yellow diamond today. This has been, it's going to be a thing of the past to see 1 carat yellows. My yellow diamond today is Asher. Yes, we're going to see only the 3rd Asher cut yellow diamond we've ever brought. That's going to be here. We have a Tanzanite that's 8 carats. Yesterday, it was like a 7 carat day. We had the 7 carat, 7 carat, 7 carat. Look at the 8 carat. Cushion cut square, tons of reds. That's going to have a lot of diamond weight as well. We're going to do something wild on that one. You're going to love it. That's going to be here. That's our big superstar in Tanzanites. I've only got pretty much at this point 1 or 2 a day. They're definitely on their way towards being done completely. The whole collection's going to be gone. And we also have a beautiful new ruby. And there's a star sapphire here as well. It's a big one too. We got a 3 1/4 carat. Let's flash this one for you. If you'd like our kunzite, it's $24.99. There's the best. Whoa. So museum's kind of the name of the game today. And that doesn't mean everything's going to be, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. Because then, no, we have a higher standard and value than that. But what I'm looking at here is really rare, because we're not talking about the lighter blues. Even when we get any blue, let's just make sure that everyone's clear on the fact that a blue star sapphire is the rarest of them all. That's the critical thing. And wait till you see it, because I'm going to block one of our lights here so that you can see that there's actually going to be typically one stronger star than what you're able to see here on camera. This is platinum. It's not just the lighter blues. A lot of times, if we're lucky enough to have a blue star sapphire, it looks more like that kind of dusty sky blue. Think of like an aqua, but then of course in cabochon with your asterism. Here's something a little different. This is a true, really cornflower blue. I mean, it's cabochon, but still, you've got that color. It's all about the saturation of the color, and that's what you have here. A great diamond weight around it. This is 88 points in diamonds, but it's also over 3 carats in size. So it's an extremely important piece when you talk about the size of the stone, the great strength of the star, the fact that it is natural, because there are such things as faux star stones. They're Lindy stars, usually that's kind of a trade name that's used. They can be synthesized. This is natural, and it's spectacular. The color is exactly what you want ideal sapphires to look like in color. Come on over. It's going to be 1130704, and we can try to make this $20,000 ring a lot more affordable for you. I say we can do anything because it's Sunday. Let's move some jewelry. How about platinum with our 3 1/4 carat? Yes, 3 1/4 carat. It's more like, it's basically on the verge of cornflower to royal. It's kind of like the darker side. You know how cornflowers have that periwinkle undertone? It's right there in between like cornflower and royal. And look at this. Now watch this, because the star is about to become stronger. Watch as it swings around here. That's what you're going to see at home. Right there, see that? Because right now we're kind of dividing the attention here, which is looking great. I love seeing 2 stars, but there it is. Look at this. There's the other side. Now it's going to have to wait for it to swing around here. I'll try to block that light without burning myself like I did yesterday. So yes, if my right knuckle looks a little sad, that's why. Got a pretty severe burn on my knuckle, but that's okay. It happens. 3 carats and a quarter, and it's 88 points in diamonds. So here we are. This is what happens. This is why I got to stay out of the kitchen. Every time I go in there, something bad happens. But here we are. Take a look at this one on the hand. What a color, and that even from a distance. Not too dark, not too light. Just the perfect color you want to have, and we're going to send it out right now. It's going for it next to nothing when you consider that 3 1/4 carat. Come on in, we've never had that color. Blue stars I've had, they usually are a lighter hue. You know that. And that's divine. It's so different than seeing the grayish. There's a lot of the black star sapphires, the gray star sapphires. They sometimes are a really kind of muddled color. There's sometimes, of course, we get into the purples and the reds. This is really divine. And think of what it's been for a 3 carat faceted stone here. And now we've got the asterism with this one too, upping the rarity. Going to be less than, I know, $20,000, a little too steep for us all, especially when it's still early, 26 minutes in, we're just getting started. You're probably wrapping up your Sunday brunch. Maybe you're thinking about, okay, what's on the agenda this week? Don't think about it yet. We're not to Sunday Scaries time yet. We're just ready to shop, ready to relax, ready to enjoy the best in jewelry. Of course, you're going to be treated the best Alexandrites that have ever existed here or anywhere coming up at the top of the hour. That's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. But if you would like, and I know you are too, because we don't see anything in real like normal material. We always do top level. These stones that we have are exceeding anything we've ever had before. So get ready. They're about 32 minutes from now. We're going to debut the collection. It's a very small collection, but they're all going to be here and they're all going to go. But let's take a look at this one right now. The blue star going less than even 5,000. Let's make some magic happen today. $49.99. I was thinking we could leave it there, or we can go even lower and bring you the value and wow you with the deals, and then bring you some diamond earrings, and then bring you the sphenes on blowout. But this is a one only. So you've got one chance to pick it up and get in, but it's not even $49.99 or $4,500 or $4,000. We're going to make it $39.99 and watch that one disappear. In 88 points. And did you notice the diamonds, fancy cuts, as well as the rounds? There's some marquise cuts that are making their way around the halo, in addition to the rounds that are in the split shank on the sides, and it's only $39.99. One caller will take it. Who's it going to be? Kunzite's here at $24.99. We have that Tanzanite pendant, gorgeous platinum diamond pieces from my diamond lovers, and then Alexandrites at the top of the hour. Cannot wait. Oh my goodness, what a show we've got. It's big. Now we also have the golden pearl earrings. And I'm going to do them now because it's the bottom of the hour, and it was 24 hours ago I was showing you pink pearls. We're going to get to the fabulous, fabulous, fabulous golden pearls. They are 15 millimeters and they're 18 karat gold. I mean, this sounds like the most expensive earring we've ever done. But instead, I'm going to do something here crazy, and I want to try to see if we can make the most exotic. Look at that color. Think of like pure 14 karat gold with a satin finish, except mollusk made, natural stones, South Sea varieties. Item number is 1130503, and look at this. Now, they're going to have some of these little silicone backings. Do we have other backings with these, Andy, or are they just going to come with the silicone backings? That's it, just right there. Okay, so these are what I love because I've replaced my whole collection with these, and so I love them because they really are what keeps everything just really, first of all, they're really easy to take care of, they're really easy to hold, they're really easy to put on. They just are, they never bend, they never lose their shape, but everything in the post here and the backing is gonna be 18 karat gold. Now we're very up close at these massive pearls, and yet still, and I know they wanna roll a little bit, which is kind of proof that they're rounds, but we have 18 karat solid gold here, and then 15 millimeters. We don't combine. You know, usually if you see an earring, it'd be a total carat weight. This is a 15 millimeter each. We don't combine millimeter sizes when we're talking about pearls. So that's the diameter on the individual stones. And then you see they're natural, right? So maybe up close with 10 power magnification, you're seeing, okay, one has like more of an 18 karat look and one has a 14 karat look. And yes, I'm comparing it because that's what we understand. We understand yellow gold. We understand that higher purities of gold content make for a richer color. But remember, they are earrings, so they're going on either side of your face. You're probably not stacking these up the ear together, so they're going on either side of your face. So again, when you're not magnified 10 times, you're gonna have the perfect match and glow. There's something about them. I love the golden pearls because I think if you like yellow gold, they go. It's like the Mother Nature exotic version of doing gold because they're that color. But of course, in natural stones, South Sea varieties. So these are not cultured pearls, and they grew that size, which is enormous. It's kind of like why do we praise big diamonds? Why do we love big diamonds? Because they're what's more unusual to find in nature, because just the way of Mother Nature is that diamond crystal sizes don't grow that big. Same thing, you need a really specific mollusk, and you need it to kind of defy all the odds of nature to be able to create a pearl this size, and then to have two matched up is a whole nother endeavor. So we're really excited to have them for you. They're in the 18 karat, they're gonna have the silicone backings as well, and I wanna go ahead and make sure that they go out very affordably, even though these are not affordable stones by any stretch of the imagination. This is one of the more expensive stones you can get, and of course we're going to try them on, because if you're not familiar, well, we do millimeters on the measurement of the stone, but it still helps to probably see them from a distance away, because we're going to give you a measurement with a ruler and show you that, because that's going to give you a really good idea of how big they are as well, where they are, yep, a full 5/8 of an inch in diameter. There you can see the centered post. Here's what they look like against the hand. I mean, for reference, look what that would look like in a ring, and then we'll try one on the ear for you as well. But they're just so stunning. And yet, big and bold, we talked a lot about the classic nature of pearls. The pearls are, they're really having a moment, and yet we know they're classic, so that means they're always having a moment. But then they have like these big surges in popularity where they become such an integral part of fashion. And that's what you have right here. Take a look at that though. That is really going to be the ultimate button style earring, no doubt about it. Look at that size, just really incredible, isn't it? So we'll go back to the close-up, give you one heck of a value here, and send them out for better than even a, do we want to do better than $10,000? I think we need to. I kind of think we need to do something crazy and really get the phone lines rocking halfway through this first hour. And yet also Alexandrites. I know everybody's waiting for the Alexandrites. Listen, they're not going to be for everybody. They're really important. We have 6 only, so they're definitely going to be something that we're really highlighting at our top of the hour in just a few. But this is spectacular. 10,000's too much. I feel you on that. Let's go better than 5 or 4 or 3 or 2. How about $19.99? Yellow gold's how they stay. They're 18 karat gold. I think that if you have also, I remember the strands. Do you remember when we did Gold and South Sea Pearl strands? Necklaces. They were still to this day some of the most important and therefore most expensive pieces I ever had here on the show overall. And they were all 10,000, 12,000, depending on the size that they were. This is 2 of those gorgeous golden pearls. And I'll tell you right now, at $1,000 a piece, there's no way you're getting a 15 millimeter golden pearl set in 18 karat gold for that price tag, just looking at how that would actually pair down. We're gonna do better than $19.99, better than even $1,000. I'm here to help you own exotics, specialty pieces, pieces you would not find anywhere else. Maybe faux version, not natural, not South Sea, not incredible sizes like this. This is not a 10. 10 is considered large. That kind of is the threshold where when you hit 10 millimeters in a pearl, you're in that jumbo size range. Here is something even more impressive. We're not even doing $999. I'm really serious about this. We want to move some jewelry and give you great opportunities that you have never had, because I've never had golden pearl earrings like this before. We've done the strands, but not the earrings. And now you get a chance to own them for less than even $900. We're going even less than that. And 18 karat solid gold in the backings. And the way, of course, the pearl is done with the backing. Let's make it better than $899. We'll go $888 on the first caller on that one. And remember, the pink pearls that we brought you in the early part of the show, they were freshwater. They're a big size too, but they were what, 14 millimeters? They were also more of that Mabe pearl style, where flat on one side and domed on the other. This is the round pearl that is going to be so incredible. You know how rare they are. You know, we see them in rings, very, very few and far between, but they tend to be some of the more expensive rings that we have. $888 for the pearl studs. Welcome on into Sunday. So big one. We got a really, really big show. We've got the Alexandrites of a lifetime. I'm going to bring you the yellow diamond and the Tanzanite, which are really the superstars outside of our Alexandrite opportunity, and wait till you see everything that we have. Plus the blue star sapphire, and if you'd like the golden pearls, they're here. Let's move on. I've got a color change sphene blowout that's really good. We've got opal earrings as well. Maybe we need some opal earrings. And if those are too big, we still have a big earring, but going to be a little bit on the smaller side, so still fit onto the lobe. Now, it kind of depends on your lobe size, but that's going to be a really nice size to get there. Thank you if you get them. Let's keep moving. We've got more on the way, and I really want to do something wild here. This is kind of the typifies what we do here in the Best of Opals. And yeah, most people go, oh, opals, I can do without. And then they see our opals and say, never mind, get me some crystal opals with every color imaginable under the sun. The entire rainbow is represented in this opal earring. Look at that. We had moonstones yesterday about this time. They were a lot of fun because they also give you a lot of different shimmering colors. But I would say that you're getting significantly more here. And yet it's opal, crystal opal variety. Let's take a look at them even closer, because why not? And the beauty of these too is that it is a cabochon cut, as opals typically are. And you do have here this really important, I love the twisted ribbon style border. That's a halo of gold, and it's 18 karat. Once again, we're seeing more 18 karat, and look at the backings, here they are. So the backings have the typical backing that you've always seen before. Please don't be scared by this little UFO looking backing, because trust me, it is the best thing that they've ever invented in backings. Your backing is still, you see it in there? That is the same butterfly backing you've always had for years and years and years in 18 karat gold. The backing, look at that, looks the same from the very flat side. It's ensconced in silicone to make it a couple of things. I've been telling you why these are revolutionary. They don't bend over time. So you're never sitting there at your desk trying to become a jewelry designer and try to manipulate these little backings so that they fit properly. They always keep their shape so that they're always giving you a nice, perfect, secure fit. They're also easier to hold on to. Let me tell you something. We're women. We probably like a good manicure. And sometimes those little backings, they can be a little bit finicky, and sometimes it's tough, and you're going, I've just given up on earrings. Don't give up on your earrings. Just get the silicone backings. They're easier to hold on to. They push right on just as you normally would, but they give you that whole dome, and they will never, ever, ever bend. So you always have that secure fit, and that's important because you don't want to lose an earring. So here we go with 1130488. Here's 18 karat gold and crystal opals that are coordinated. Obviously, no two opals are ever going to look the same. There's a carat 60 overall here, and they are going to be 80 points each, and they'll look bigger because that's what opals do. They always look bigger. So we enjoy that as well. But come on in, because what shall we do on 18 karat yellow gold to get these phones going? There's a lot of gold. There's a beautiful look about them. They're going with everything. This is a fun way to do a stud when I know we love our diamond studs because they go with everything too. But they're not going to be probably this large, and they're never going to give us all this color in this unique kind of as they move, because you're going to move. Look at how they're still transparent, but they have different colors that kind of override one another. And yeah, if you don't think those are going to look good from every angle, there's the proof. Look at that centered, look at that, all that 18 karat gold centered post. Again, butterfly backing in the silicone as well. They have like a teal blue base, and then all your yellows and your reds and your greens and your oranges and your golden tones all come through as well. And they're not even, wow, I love the $19.99 price, but I know we got to do something more dramatic here. Come on in, and you can get as many as you need. We have a couple, because the crystal opals are, again, you see how beautifully they're coordinating. So we actually have, it's one of the few pieces I've got a little bit of quantity on today, and that's good because I think it'd make a great gift idea. 3/8 of an inch top to bottom, almost a half. Here's what they look like on their incredibly important earrings. Look at that from a distance away. I'll just scoot in here for you. Look at how stunning those are, and see how I'm just replicating some slight movement here so you can really see all the drama and the colors that are happening all the way through there. It is fantastic. Let's go back to the wheel. deal and bring you a better value, okay? We're gonna help you out here. They're not even $19.99. We're going a lot lower. I just like that twisted little ribbon design. I always like ribbons. They feel feminine, they feel girly, and they feel like a present, you know, and yet this is creating that halo. Could have done that in a million ways that would have been a little bit routine, and yet this is that extra special look. Yes. Thank you. Golden pearls are gone. Congrats on those. And then here we go with our opals at better than $19.99. Come on in. Really beautiful stunners of opals here, and they're not going to be $9.99 either. I'm going to get you some values, and we love affordable. I mean, at this point in time, fine jewelry is not what anybody would consider affordable when gold's doing what it's doing, but watch what we're doing instead, because we make up our own prices to make sure that we stay true to what we believe in, and our principle of the reason we exist is to bring value on quality that's nowhere else. And that's why we're here, to make sure that even if you're saying, yes, I do, I like the best quality out there, I want to get the opals that actually have color. What a concept, because most do not. They're like milky. They look like our wall behind me. Not the most exciting of colors. I mean, it's a great neutral palette, but not what I would consider exciting. These opals are really exciting and beautifully, again, they look almost like they're like crystal balls with color is really what they are. And they will never look the same way twice, and yet they're always going to adapt to what you're wearing because they're always going to look fabulous when they're on. And they're not even going to be $999 or $888 or $799 or $777. And there's also 18 karat gold here. Yellow gold's the only option. So the big question is going to be, how many pairs would you like? That's going to be the bigger question today. Is how many pairs would you like to get? Is it going to be a great gift idea for somebody? I think they're ageless. I don't think they have a specific, they'll only work for someone of this age. I think anybody could wear them at all. They're fabulous and they're beautiful and they're unique and they're special and they're not even $699. I have a feeling we're going to get very, very busy here on these phone lines. And why not? It's a Sunday. When you get the values like this, you take full advantage. That's what you do. You know these are values that are only here for one day at a time, and this is it on $699, $599, 18 karat solid gold. How about that? Not something you see ever in any jewelry stores today, and we're up here going, let's just give you solid gold and the best opals in the world and make it even better than $599. They are $499 instead. And that is how we make the very best in crystal opals. They go with everything. That's what replaces your diamond stud if you want something different. I don't mean replace. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with one day wearing one look and one day wearing another, because we all get in those, we're human beings and we're creatures of habit and routine. And sometimes we're like, oh, suddenly you look up and you're like, I've been wearing the same earring for a couple years. Maybe it's time to just switch it up, but we still want something that's going to work with everything, go with everything. That's what this earring does. And it's $499 and you're getting genuine crystal bright as can be opals, and they're all natural. And again, when you got something like that and it's looking much bigger, that's why we showed them on. They're 3/8 of an inch, at least. They were a little close to a half there. They're really stunning. And yet the ribbon design in 18 karat gold, you can tell that's 18 karat gold. That's the thing about, you can't tell with gold. If it's white gold, you can't tell. 14, 10, 18, who knows? It all looks the same. But in yellow gold, you can tell. There's a whole different color that you have with your 18 karat, and that's what you're getting here. So $499, if you'd like to get them, we'll give them 60 seconds, then we got to go. How many pairs did you get? One, and you've got two. So we've got 3 pairs gone. It leaves me with a couple pairs left. That's it, and they're all stunning. So if you don't really typically do a basic stud, try these because it gives you all the colors, really versatile. They're not overly dressy. I don't think they look like, I should be going to a big, like, you know, fancy soiree. I think these are really just every single day, every moment appropriate. Whatever's on the agenda, trust me, these will work, and they're never going to be that fine jewelry piece that you're saying, you know, I never get a chance to wear those. You're going to really live in those and enjoy them, and I would love to see them as a gift idea because I think you're going to wow everybody with what we have there. So I don't think so, Ellie, but we can double check for you. I don't know if anybody checked yesterday on the emerald rings or pendants. So we're looking for what? Emerald cut up to 1.5 carats. Okay, any gold color preference? Some are in platinum, Ellie, if you'll let us know what you're looking for there on the emerald request. We'll be happy to try to find you something perfect. But that is a really good earring. All right, we got about 15 minutes till we unveil the major Alexandrites that you're going to see here coming up, the best I've ever shown to anybody on television. So that's going to be coming up for you. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are too, because it's going to be, even if you don't get one, because they're not going to be for everybody, but even if you don't get one, it's going to be, I think, a real really interesting thing to see, because I doubt you've seen any Alexandrites like this before. I know I haven't. And we've all been exposed to a lot of jewelry over the years. So I'm very excited about them. So they're coming up. Also, let's get to the major pink diamond here, because this is one for the ages. And yet, if you love great opals, $499, I don't know how you leave those here when a value is that good on 18 karat gold and best of the best. Now, here we are, another really strong pink diamond. This one is just, gosh, that's just, we have been so spoiled with pink diamonds. But then I realized we're taking a huge leap up here in this particular stone. It's item number 113069. And again, if you'd like the opal earrings, we've got a couple pairs remaining for you. Also have the pink diamond. It's our largest. It's our one only today. It's a 15-pointer on its own. Platinum and 18 karat gold together on 689. It'll be the platinum where you see the white metal, and then the middle center stone and the halo around that will be in the rose gold, which is 18 karat rose gold. And then you have a 15-point emerald cut stone. Well, they're calling it emerald cut. It's not an emerald cut, it's a cushion cut. And it actually looks a bit like a radiant. And it's 15 points, which is massive in the way of pink diamonds for what we normally see in the pink diamond world. So the other day I had a beautiful stone, and it was lovely. It was a bubblegum pink, which this is getting very close. I wouldn't call this, I'm not going to call it bubblegum pink, but it's extremely close to it. It's very saturated. And actually, there's 37 points in white diamonds. So yes, even what's set in the rose gold halo, those are indeed white diamonds. So it'll be all white diamonds. And then you've got the 15 and the 37. 15 point, though, is about double what we usually see. I know it's double what we had the other day in my pink diamond that was the bubblegum pink. And now we're ready to give you that amazing value on a saturation level, that also the ring itself very wearable, so that you're really enjoying wearing this as often as you like. Here's what it looks like on the hand, so you can see it. Really just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, there's the color. You can see that color from a long way away, can't you? It's a beautiful saturation. The cutting's a little bit unique too, because we would normally see something that would maximize the rough a little bit, like an oval or even maybe a square cushion. This elongated is really important too, because that's going to give you a lot more of the wow factor here. So let's give you a great value, $20,999, a little steep for what I want to do. We'll send it out to one caller. We got about 14 minutes until our Alexandrite, so they are on the way. Very much looking forward to those. I know you're going to love them. Collectors are going to rejoice. It's going to be a really, really exciting time. But also, here we go with the better than, and this pink is so good. It's so bright. It's so rich, and it's the ultimate. Because even my 1 carats that I had once upon a time that are now sitting proudly in museum displays, which is very exciting, that I'm so proud to work at a place where we can literally, anything you see on the air and anything you purchase here could also at the same time be sitting at a museum display. That's exciting. You've had opportunities to buy things that are currently sitting in museum displays. I think that's just wild what we do and that level of quality we bring. But our pink diamonds, the 1 carat, 02 and the 109, they're in museums now. So now here's the way, but I'm just going to say it the way it is. The big stones did not have this color. This is where you get the ultimate high level in the color. That's really important. And it's not going to be $20,000 or $10,000. I'm trying to make everything as affordable as possible when clearly we're looking at some very, very high-end merchandise today and couldn't be more proud of it. And yet we'll do better than even $4,999. That 15-pointer is a monster size for a pink diamond. And all the white diamonds around it, set in platinum and 18 karat gold. There's the inside. And what we're going to do is take it even lower than $49.99. Just one. It will fly. If you're trying to check all of the fancy color diamonds off your list, this would be one of the rarities. If you're just really particular about getting a pink diamond would be one thing. Most are going to have little to no color. Naturally, that's how they exist. They're found from the earth when they are indeed natural and not heated or treated or radiated or anything else. They are a very light, pale shade of pink. That's clearly not what we're seeing here. And that's what's exciting about it. And it's a bigger size, and we're going less than even $49.99. Let's make it $39.99. Only the one. Obviously, that's the case. And then we've got Alexandrites about 10 minutes away, and our first request of the day as well. So we'll get to that for Ellie. Oh, we did find you one. This is a beautiful piece. So perfect. I don't know if you have a preference on the color of your metal, Ellie, but we do have something in platinum for you in an emerald that is right in that size you're looking for. Let me show it to you. 1130-360 on the way next. And again, that's the right idea. Give us your requests if you have them. And then here we go with this stunning, oh yeah, that's about, and first of all, we're not even zoomed back to get the whole piece in. So this is a very up close look at it. And yet, watch the clarity and the glow. It gets even more so, when you see this on the hand, and you will in just a couple of seconds, you're going to see nothing but glow and color. And then you have a carat 39 of muso material. It is 51 points in diamonds. Now the first halo is actually beads, like think a heavy millgrain. Outside of that, you're getting into a double row of swords because there's 2 rows of round brilliance on either side. See, east and west? And then the rest of the way, it's going to be the baguette. So it's a nice little mix and a way to elevate the halo a bit. And you've got platinum, 139 and 51 points in the diamonds. And we only have one. And I'll make it very affordable, Ellie, because I know that's what we're trying to do here, is really nothing makes me more motivated to get a great deal than a request for something you want and that you like. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to try it on because you want to see this in. By the way, it's originally, you've seen it before. It's been on the air. It's been recently on the air for $4,999. And there is nothing wrong with that price. But given that, we want to help you out with this value. And it is a teeny size right now. So we're probably going to have to do some sizing here. Unless you happen to wear a 5 or a 4 3/4. It's somewhere in that range right now. But what we'll do is this. We're going to size it for you as we do. And we're going to make this really, look at the glow. Look at that. And a beautiful classic platform double halo. We're going to do better than $49.99. Let's keep it going here and let me know what you think. That is a really striking stone. And there's a little bit, I always like when you see a little bit of almost like a blue glow. It's indicative of just like when we see diamonds and we say it's really white, so it's almost blue white. There's almost like a searing little look of glow that almost has a slightly almost neon blue tint to it in really good muso mine emeralds. Have you ever noticed that? It's something I now look for, and this stone definitely has it. And obviously this is the one you're going to get. We're not going to do $39.99 and we're not going to do $29.99. I'll make it even more affordable in this large platinum setting style, and we'll make this, you know what, let's go just $24.99 instead. Another $500 off. And then we've got a yellow diamond spectacular. Today, we've got Alexandrites in 9 minutes. We've got color change sphenes. We've got a huge Tanzanite, which is one of our last. You guys know we're all starting to panic a little bit. Me too. The adrenaline's really flowing on the Tanzanites because I'll tell you right now, we have very few left, and it's probably going to be this week or next week. We'll see the last of them, and so I really want to try in at least every show to bring you one spectacular stone. That's the stone today. So, and I don't know what is all over it, so I'm trying to get it cleaned up here for you. It's got a little water spot on it. So we'll see if we got it out. Okay, that one's good now. So here we go, $24.99 on that one. Let us know what you think, Ellie. I can always make something for you, but that's what we have in that size range for you now as far as emerald cuts and carat and a half-ish in the size. Remember, it's going to look like a, really almost a 3 carat because when we compare the emeralds, they look double. So really it'd be like a 280 look if it were more typical stones. So that is something to keep in mind. Probably what you're seeing going, that looks a lot bigger. It sure does. So that's a great one there. And then we've got a little blue sapphire deal. Nice blue sapphire. Look at this 3-stone ring. In the, it's a roval stone. It's got a couple of rounds with it. Very simple, very elegant. Let's go ahead and do our quick little, we got a color change sphene blowout. I've got these really big stones here leading into our Alexandrites. Actually, let's wait a tick on that because I wanted to bring you the diamond earrings. This is just one pair of each, so they're going to go very quickly. These are a discontinuing, actually the designer is, well, they do these great retail establishments, and they have these really big storefronts, and they do all this, they do magazine ads, they've got big celebrity endorsements, all that. They're a very fine designer. They work with these beautiful baguettes and rounds, and they taper them. And then what we've done here is we've brought you several styles. So let me just show you what we have here, because this kind of, the idea is to give you some very big wow factors of having bigger stone looks with multiple stones together. So it kind of, you know, because if those were pear shapes at 5 carats a piece, you'd be spending tens of thousands of dollars, and that's not something we're all prepared to do these days. So here's the heart shape, and they're all one of a kind. So what I'm going to do is just send them out at their lowest price ever because we're not getting any more of these designer styles. This designer I know is not going to be working with gold anymore. They're not going to be working with diamonds anymore. They're going to be like doing a kind of whole different deal. And so we paid a lot of money to have these designs a while back, and so now we're just going to say let's just go ahead and send them out to you guys for a better price tag than you've ever seen before. The florals are really the biggest ones ever, and then there's a leaf design as well that I want to show you that looks a little bit more like a leaf design that's going to sit vertically, okay, in the baguettes and the rounds. These are all a series of baguettes and rounds together. Each pair is a one of a kind. They're all 18 karat gold, by the way, too. So they upgrade in the gold. I love the leaves. The leaves are just so much fun. And maybe, I don't know if you have 2 piercings, but wow, would it be cool to put the flower in one, like the primary piercing, and then have the leaf a little further back. I love a good earscape. And how you put pieces together can tell a story, and yet look at that. The leaf and the flower just seem like they should go together. Now they're all 18 karat white gold. They all stay in the white gold. And then you have, did you pick up the emerald there, Jason, or something else? All right, so emerald is still here. Now we have these 4 pieces, 4 pairs of earrings. Designer as all can be. Like, this is a very well-known designer. I don't name names, try not to, because they obviously, they get a much heftier price tag in their boutiques and their stores and wherever they sell their jewelry, because they also sell in some major high-end department stores. The idea is this, though. You're getting beautiful baguettes, either tapered or the round brilliants, mixing and matching to create the look of bigger stones, whether it's big pear shapes, big heart shapes. But still, even if you had all the money in the world and said, I'm going to go buy a 10-carat pair of diamond heart-shaped earrings, they're not going to sparkle the same way, because that would be one singular stone cut with probably 58 facets. Here's where you're getting lots of stones together in the sense of the heart shape, it fans out. They're doing different things. They're playing differently with the lights. You actually get a lot more of a designer look when you see them with all the mix and match of the cuts. So let's take a look at this. We're going to get you a great value here on all 4, going to be the same price. So you don't have to choose based on the pricing. They're all 18 karat gold. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights because it's good to know, and they obviously look huge, but that's going to be 59 points in the baguettes and 21 points in the white. So that's going to be 80 points in diamonds. That's going to be 59 in the baguettes and 21 in the rounds, rather. The heart shapes behind it are going to be, well, they are going to be 84 points in the baguettes and rounds total, 18 karat gold. Then we go here. That's going to be our beautiful floral design, and the floral design is 33 in the baguettes, 58 points in the round brilliance. And then, of course, you've got the leaves, and the leaves up front are going to be 53 and 31 baguettes to rounds. So that's going to be a total of 84 points in diamonds. Great style, all bigger. These are not teeny little studs. They're definitely those bigger wow factors in the earrings. I'll give you a look for an example here of what some of these look like on, and then we'll show them to you as you ask for them. But they're also going to be extremely low in price because they all start at $69.99. They haven't been on the air much. And that's why, because I think at $7,000, it's going to be a struggle to get you to see the value, because that's like, you know, great half off designer retail. We're going significantly less. Look, for example, at the heart shape here. The heart shape just seems like one of the greatest ways to go, and that size is everything. And then here's what they look like in a measurement. This is just obviously a reference point. This is going to be an average size. They're all a little bit different, but that's about a ½ an inch. Top to bottom, we'll show them on. So you get the idea. And the heart shapes are some of the smaller ones up there. So it just depends. Do you like the heart shapes or the pairs? If you want something a little bit still large, but not as much drape, that's how you go. If you would prefer a little larger, you go with either the flowers or the leaves, but that's what they look like on. So a little reference point there. We'll go back to the wheel and we'll make them better than 69. This is our last call in this hour, and we're going to move some earrings here, and it's 1 pair. I can't stress that enough. 1 pair of each. Design staying in the 18 karat solid white gold, and they're not even going to be 69, 59, 49, 39. I've known this designer for a long time. I've admired this designer forever. Never thought we would get the privilege of bringing pieces like this. When I first had them, though, that was the problem. They were $7,000 earrings. It just didn't seem like it jived with what we're used to seeing in diamonds. So what we've done now is we've said, we know what we paid years ago to get these. We're going to blow them out for much less than what we paid so that you can get a better value that feels a little more like, now that's the TVON we know and love. So instead of even 39 or 29, you're going to save a bundle. And again, these carat weights all differ a little bit. We can recap them for your favorite, talk about the ones that you like the best. But here's how we make a better value happen, a once-in-a-lifetime value happen, the most extreme value we can do. It's last call on the air. There's no need to put these up on the air again either, because obviously this is their last call. We'd obviously melt them down before we would leave them in a vault, because once you have them at this price tag, they can't go any lower. Pick your favorite design. All the diamonds are white and bright. I know sometimes the baguettes pick up a little glare here. That's just the angle and the way they're sitting. These are the same white VS diamonds we love that have absolutely no color, no body color. We don't want yellows. We don't want browns. We don't want them to look dingy or hazier or anything like that. And they don't. You're seeing them right there. And we're even without a light today. So that just tells you, look at the shimmer off those baguettes. Look what they do. They just reflect light off the entire surface of the diamond. No $29.99? Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to make this even better. We have 2 minutes till the top of the hour, and Alexandrite time will be here. 6 pieces. I know, it's kind of like a great, you know what it is? It's a great preview to what we're doing starting next Wednesday, which is new pieces, new designer collections of jewelry every single Wednesday. But again, this is like your little preview with Alexandrites you've never had before. But what we're gonna do right now, send them on out, not 29, not even 25, not 24.99. Let's move some jewelry and prices that you cannot resist or refuse because you know a value when you see one. You guys are the smartest shoppers out there, and that's why you're here. Because what you'd spend literally $15,000 or $16,000 earrings, best case scenario elsewhere, and now you're getting them for less, and we'll take them even lower than $24.99, but we do have just about 1 minute now. So 60 seconds will be going on the clock, and then we're gonna be saying goodbye to the earrings, last call ever, and then we're gonna do the Alexandrite earrings, our rings rather, and the rings and the pendants then in Alexandrite are amazing. So make sure you're with me for that, but let's go even lower than 24 or 23 or 22 or 21 or $2,000 because one of a kinds, 18 karat solid, bigger earrings as well. Let's take a look. They're not even $2,099. Let's blow them out for $1,999 in 60 seconds. Then we're going to be to our Alexandrite premiere. The premiere you've been waiting for is coming up. And like I said, if you need a little recap on the carat weights there, the carat weights and the look on the ear, you let me know which one you like. We'll tell you all about it and try them on. So that's $19.99 per earring. That's a per earring pair, just to be clear. There's a lot of designers out there, you know what they're doing. They're sending out single earrings. Earrings are being sold nowadays as single earrings. I guess that's one way. I guess they call that shrinkflation. Like it's not just happening in your bag of potato chips. Apparently it's happening in designer jewelry as well, where I'm looking and I'm always now reading descriptions even a little more carefully because it's like, oh, that is sold as a single earring. These are sold as a pair for $19.99 and all that 18 karat gold and really just luxury. So let me know if those are of interest to you. We're about to get into a really important collection here coming up that I'm so thrilled to have you here for, just to see and enjoy. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. 6 pieces, so it won't take too long. We've got 4 rings and 2 necklaces to share with you in top quality Alexandrite. Just the holy grail of Alexandrite. Everything you've ever wanted and then some, and beyond what we've even seen before in Alexandrite. So that's going to be a lot of fun for collectors, no doubt about it. And we are getting busy on the phone lines, so it's probably for the Alexandrites you've been waiting on. We've been talking about them since yesterday. If you would like the leaves, again, the leaves are going to be item number 1334. That's going to be a total weight of 84 points in diamonds. Okay, 84 points, baguettes and rounds. They're all baguettes and rounds, so that makes it easy. They're all 18 karat gold. The heart shapes. If you like the heart shapes, that's going to be the 84 points in the baguette and the rounds total. They already totaled those and tallied those, and so 84 points, 18 karat gold on the hearts. Then we go to the pairs, and the pairs are going to be 59 and 21, so that's going to be 80 points overall in the pair shape overall. Baguettes and rounds, of course, and then the flowers, the big flowers. That'll be 33 and 58 points. So you've got, yes, the hearts. Congratulations on the hearts. The florals are 8570, and those are a 111 number. I told you they've been around a while. Those are some very, very, very old inventory there. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you something really, really special here that we have not seen. As a matter of fact, let me just welcome you to the top of the hour here so you can be a little bit updated on what's going on if you just did tune in. I'm glad to have you with us. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON. I'm glad you're with us today. It's Sunday. It's March 22nd, I believe, so we're very excited to have you guys with us here for this very special event where I've got 6 new items to share with you. I know that it's rare to see such a limited collection, but that is the importance of this stone. The stone is one of the more important ones in the world. I only got to mention it just a few times yesterday and let you know that it's going to be here, but there are 6 pieces in total of a private collection. It's not unusual to hear those words private collection here. We are a very, we're founded by a really, really well-known gemstone family who's probably the best known in the world. And quite frankly, the gem world is one of just worldwide proportions. We're talking about gemstones that come from every corner of the globe, sometimes very remote places, and having the heritage of having a family business where it goes back 6 generations, where that's all you've done, that's all you do, that's all you've done. That's very important. Over the years, no different than if you were in any business, you probably are going to make connections, make friends, sometimes have extended family, like friends that become family because you work over so many decades or centuries in this case with other folks that are like-minded, and that is about gems. And really, when you have a great collection, why do we get these private collections here? Why do we get opportunities like Blue Wing Block D? It's because of the heritage of the gemstone backing, the history, the world-renowned again, familial ties that this company is founded on that brings you opportunities nobody else can. And yes, they're limited, and yes, they're specialty, but we are going to bring now something we've never brought before. Alexandrite we've had. It's one of the top quality stones in the universe. Very, very difficult stone, very, very rare. We are going to bring you, though, the very best quality. That's why there are only 6 stones, 6 individually custom-made pieces of jewelry around them, and they are the ultimate color change. And when you see these, we've got them photographed for you, at least the rings. I know we had to redo some photographs this morning because they were under the wrong light yesterday. So, whoops. But again, so I was like, I came in this morning and said, those don't look like what I saw in person. So let's redo them. And so they were under the wrong light. So UV light. UV light is what makes the magic happen. This is a great stone that's a chrysoberyl stone. So first of all, let's clear it up. It's durable. It's the second, well, it's the 3rd most durable stone, and it's the 2nd most durable gemstone to sapphires and rubies, and then of course diamond. So 8.5 on the Mohs scale. So feel free to wear your Alexandrite. Don't leave it in a jewelry box and never wear it. It's a great collectible, but you can wear it and enjoy it, and I hope you will. We have 4 rings. We have 2 necklaces. That's it, finito. You're welcome to jump in on the phone lines because they're all going to be priced practically the same, to be honest with you, even if you get the larger size. These are stones that never come in big sizes. It's true. When they do, they're usually from a different source, not Brazil. I saw a Sri Lankan material the other day. I told you when I was meeting with someone before Tucson who was here in Los Angeles, I got to hold a 60 karat Alexandrite. It was just Sri Lankan stone. It didn't resemble this material in any way. The Brazilian is where you really get that deep, deep blue purple, and then it turns to bright, 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 like beyond ruby red. So we've got photographs of them because when they're under UV light, that is something you can get a pen light. You can get a UV light if you don't have UV light already at home or any access to UV light. Invest in a couple bucks into a pen light and you'll be able to see it. And these are really going stark red. So it's really impressive. These are the best we've ever had, and it's a private collection from the owner of the mine. So the owner of the mine happens to be a friend of the company, and so he's retiring. This is just what happens, and sometimes he's up there in age. He's in his mid-80s, so he's now officially retired from the gem business, but he's wanting to hand it off to his future generation. But he only has 1 son, and that 1 son is in a different business entirely, which is totally allowed. You know, that not every child of gemstone folks is going to follow in the footsteps. So that happens, and he literally is selling off his private collection of 6 stones. Obviously contacted us about 2 months ago. The deal was done actually in Hong Kong because that was the chance to meet up. Our representatives were in Hong Kong a couple weeks ago, and we got these 6 stones. And we quickly made them into some incredible jewelry pieces for you all to share them. And I must say, it was incredible discipline because we didn't even keep a stone here for our private collection. It's just all going out to you all. So very excited they're here. We're going to make them extremely affordable for what these are. They are top, top quality. So again, it's for my luxury collectors. It's for those that insist upon the very best, and there is no other way to access them. Just for the record, he did not offer these in a gemstone show, not in Hong Kong, not in Tucson, never. They have been literally in a private safe. It's a portable safe that he carries with him. That's where these stones have been residing for literal decades. They were mined in the Córrego do Fogo, famous Brazilian mine, and I'm so proud that we can bring them to you. So we'll get started. Again, 4 rings. We're going to start with the biggest one because that's where I like to go, even though they're very similar in size. So this is what's beyond. We've never seen anything like this before. And you can see the color is already so deep purple green. We usually only see almost like, and it's already interesting because it's changing a little bit right here before my eyes on camera, because this stone was a little more green. You still see the greens there, don't you? But then it's already looking purple. That's not the color change. It goes to bright red. Now this item number is 1130685. This will be the largest of the stones, but then I have a 39. And what I'm going to do is show them all to you because they're all the same price. So I'm going to show them all to you, starting with the largest so you can find which mounting, because you still want to get the mounting you like. And so let me show you what we have in rings. We have the 40-pointer there, and these are all, Tony's going to show you the color change in a moment, but that's a 40-pointer with 46 points in diamonds. They're all in platinum, by the way. They are all in platinum. Then I have my 39-pointer, which I'm going to show you next, which is here. This is also an oval. Here's the 39-pointer in the knife edge band with the halo. Just a minute, we're going to see the color change in just a moment. And then I've got the 34-pointer, but I want you to get an idea of which one do you like the best as far as design, because here's the most unique. This is going to be that wonder ring. Yes, we made a wonder ring with the pear shape. 34 points on the pear with 48 points in diamonds. And then I have my smallest. The first three are all going to be the same price, miraculously, and then my smallest stone is here. It's going to be the 26 pointer, and these are all Brazilian Coego de Fogo stones. That, I just need to polish it. That's going to give you a big mounting, big halo design, but then the 26 point stone. And are you ready to see? And then we'll do the necklaces separately. I just want to get you situated with the rings here. And so there's the smaller of the centers. Very clean though. You see how green and then it's purple on the edges, and then look at the snap it has. Sometimes, you know, Alexandrites can have a hazy appearance. They can be a little bit on the hazier side. So now what I'm going to do is show you all four at the same time. Three are going to be the same price. The 26 pointer is going to be a little less because that's the smaller of the stones. The other ones are all about the same. So let me just make sure you see them all. And then what we're going to do is show you the color change, because you're not actually seeing all of that yet. What you might think is, oh, well, I see the blue-green, so I see then the purple. That's what it's going to change to. Watch this. That's that wonder ring. Are you seeing this? Never. I've never witnessed this, and I've been around gems professionally for 26 years. Look at that red. That's that pear shape again. That's that 34 pointer in that wonder ring style. Look at this. This is the oval. This is the 39 pointer in that knife edge band with the halo around it. We have got a really, remember how we started with the big 40 pointer with the triple split shank? I have the 40 pointer, and you see that red? This is just under UV light. That's it. UV light. We can't do it in the studio live because we only have one type of light. And so when you see the UV light, put on that stone, you see that now back to where we go here, where you see the color in fluorescent lighting. See the difference there? Really amazing. I think we have a photograph of this one. That's the 40 pointer, so I know that one's going to be very popular. Although I would say this oval looks maybe even larger visually, just from a dimension standpoint. It's a private collection of Alexandrite. Which one do you like? What we can do is this. Tell me which one you like the best, and then we can zoom in on it, because I hate the idea of not having graphics with these. I want to make sure that we get the graphics up there because, again, these three are all going to be the same price. And this one's going to be a little bit less because it's a little smaller. So these are all in that same kind of carat weight. So now that you've seen them all, what I'm going to have you do is this. Since there are only 4 rings, I'm going to have you get on the phone lines if you're interested at all. I'm going to try to make these less than 30 grand, and that's going to be a major, major moment. They're not going to be 30 grand. I know exactly what you'd say. I would absolutely, this would be like the viral moment if they're $30,000. That's what they should be, just so you know. There's really no putting a price tag on them because they are so elite and high level and rare. There's not a lot of people that can say, oh yeah, well, I'm going to go find a comparison for you. There is no comparison. It is the unbelievable best of the best of the best. Nobody else's Alexandrite does this. It's our mine owner's collection. It's not our private collection. I mean, I guess it is now, but it was the mine owner's collection, and he's had them for decades. And now, again, retiring from the gem business. He can't, traveling, let me tell you right now, the gem business is not an easy one. It's not an easy one at all. First of all, mining is not easy. Second of all, it's not easy to then, once you've mined and you have stones and you have rough material, it's not easy to distribute around the world. You have to fly nonstop to these trade shows all over. This is an 85-year-old gentleman. He is done. He is done. He wants to rest and relax and enjoy his golden years, and I can understand that. But he also knew that he wanted this collection to go to people who appreciate really top quality, really high end. Not just, you know, throw them out there. And they're not enough stones for a store. You can't give a store. Can you imagine if you gave a big store 6 stones? What are they going to do with 6 stones? They need thousands. They need hundreds. They need 18 in every location. So it's not the kind of thing that you really have a storefront get. These are private collection for you now, and they're not going to be $30,000 a ring. So you're going to pick your favorite. Take a look here at the 3 options that, if you have a favorite, let me know, and then we can just zoom in on that one. But call us early, because we've got, again, there's our 40 pointer. Here's the next size down, which is a 39 pointer. Here's the pear shape. I love the pear shape. That is so saturated. And of course, think about how that's going to pair up with wonder rings. 34 points on that one. All 3 are going to be the same price. Which one do we like? 40 pointer, I figured. So what we'll do is, just, if we may, just put the graphic up for this one. So since they already like that triple split, you got it. 40 points plus the 46 points in the diamonds in the platinum, and only one, obviously. So now we'll come in close and take a look at this one. And they are, come on in, guys. They're not going to be $30,000. This is the most expensive chrysoberyl in the world. It is a durable stone. Look at the blues, the greens, the purples, and then watch the red. Here's what it looks like under UV light. I've got a photograph of it. Here it is. UV light shows off that incredible red. And it will not be $30 or $20 or $10,000. I really know I shouldn't be giving these away the way I am, but it's a Sunday and we're here to move some great pieces and really get you into the lavish luxury best of the best in Alexandrite. It is not $20,000. It is not $10,000. They're not $99.99, and we've only got, again, a couple more rings after this. Dial in so you can get the one you like the best, but it will not be 9 or 8 or 7. They are incredible stones. Incredible. You're going to witness that color change and be absolutely floored. I didn't really ever think that when you read about phenomena gems and you know about them or you hear about them, you never ever appreciate them. At least this was the case with myself. I never appreciated a phenomenal stone until I witnessed it in real life, in person, changing color right before my eyes. And I still can't get over it. Like, I'm around gems every day, and yet I still am just absolutely blown away. I think they're so properly and aptly named phenomena stones. We're busy on the lines. It's not going to be $79.99. We're going to go now in descending order of the stones. So this is the 40-pointer, which someone has their eye on. Then we'll do the 39. Then we'll do the next size down, and so on and so forth. Here's what I'm going to do. It's not even $79.99. I would sell these out at $7,500 all day. You know a value when you see one. This is top quality private collection and owner mined. This is, guys, the Cuego de Fogo mine is now shut down. There is no hope for it going forward. It's done. It's not on hiatus. It's closed. It's done. It's exhausted. So here we are. And so is the mine owner. And so you know what? He's earned that. And we are so proud. Can I just say, if he's watching, thank you for sharing incredible gems with us. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for giving me this honor, because it really is. It is an honor of a lifetime to do stones like this. They're not even $79.99. Again, the top 3 sizes are all going to be the same price. So that's why right now we're very busy on the phone line. So not everybody can get through. Dial in as quickly as you can. We'll have an operator with you as soon as we possibly can, and I hope you get one. Then we'll do the 2 necklaces. 4 rings, 2 necklaces, that's it. So here we go. Better than $79, better than $69, better than $59.99. They're going even lower. This is so incredible. And again, get what you can. Let me try this on. I haven't done that yet. Here's that platinum setting. They're all in platinum, by the way. Every one of them's in platinum. That's what it looks like from a distance. Now it's a little lower light. Look what's happening. It looks more blue-green, and then it's more purple up close, and then it's completely red when you see it under the UV light. It is not going to be $59.99. Here's what I'll do. Whichever one you like, there it is again under the UV light. How stunning is that? And we're going to blow it out for $4,999. And that'll be the price on the first 3, which is going to be coming up in consecutive order. So if you like the next oval, the 39-pointer, then we're going to show that next. That one, that's the one with the knife edge band. And that's going to be, which one do you like? So was that this one here? So this one here? You got it. So Jason's going to take that one. Jason, that's going to be the 39-pointer. That's 433. That's going to be gone to you. That's the 39-pointer and 45 points in diamonds. So that one is going to Jason's collar. Congratulations on that one. $49.99 is the price tag. Which one do you like? Does anyone like the Wonder Ring style? We've got the pear shape. The pear shape is the 36-pointer. Is that right? No, that's wrong. 34. 34. See what happens when I try to memorize. 1130690. And then the 40-pointers here, but verifying because we're waiting to see what the details are here with 690, which is the 34-pointer in platinum with 48 points in diamonds. And that, oh my, for our Wonder Ring lovers, how cool is that one? And then we'll get to the 26-pointer, which is going to be a little bit less, and then we'll go into the necklaces. So here we are with that, I tell you, that pear shape, $49.99 for this one as well, and then we'll wrap it up. So I've got 2 left at $49.99. My smaller oval is going to be a little less because that only seems fair. The 26-pointer is coming up after this, but those 2 are $49.99, whichever one you like. 40-pointer on the right and the 34-pointer on the left. You choose pear shape versus oval, all in platinum. They're all in platinum. Then we're going to show you the 26-pointer and we'll get them gone. Every single one. Then we've got the necklaces and then that's it. 2 necklaces and that's all. So who is going to take the pear shape in the Wonder Ring style? So beautiful and much bigger diamonds there as well throughout that more chevron detailed ring. I think we're all waiting for the 26-pointer. This is the 26-pointer, so let's make sure you get to know them all, and that's going to make the decision a little easier. Here goes the super clean and bright 1130691. This is the one that's going to be a little less. It's item number 691 with platinum and 26 points on the oval, and then 76 points in the diamond. So very large diamond weight. Look at the size of this ring. It's the largest ring over overall when you see this one on the hand. And that's going to be, oh, look at that. That's so pretty on the hand. We'll make this one, you know what? Who would like a more affordable version of the Alexandrites? Because this is it. This is definitely it. This one's not even $39.99. I'm going lower than that. 26 pointer, if you like that clean bright, which I think we do with the Alexandrite, I will blow this one out for just $2,999 for the 26 pointer. And then we have two necklaces that are going to be so affordable for what, and they're really wearable necklaces. We've got a round coming up. Actually, both of our necklaces are actually in the rounds. We'll show you the necklace. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. I don't think we got a photo on the necklace, but they do the same thing. That necklace is so outstanding. So give me a call. Look at the ring. There's that 26 pointer. And that one's going to be $29.99. We'll get into our two necklaces. Let me know who wants what. The 40 pointers here. That pear shape is here. And then we show the necklaces, which are going to be, well, let's get into it. Yes. 26 pointers gone. Thank you so much. And then here we go with the first necklace, which we're going back up in size here. I just wanted to make sure we get our rings and our necklaces separated here so you know what you like category-wise. And the bail's turned around, so let me see if I can make sure the bail shows up because the bail's got diamonds in it and it may not. So I may have to work on that to use my tweezers here and flip it around because that's not cooperating with me. But take a look at this. This is also a big size here in the round. This is back to a 36 pointer and it's really a roval. So that's going to be our 1130-700 number. And again, come on in on the necklaces. Comes with a chain in matching platinum. That's the bail. So it's twisted around right now. So I'm going to have to get in there and maneuver that back. But this has got diamonds in the bail and then your big diamonds around it. And then of course you see how bright. This is probably the brightest purple we have. Goes to that straight up red just like the other collection does. And we're going to make this 36 pointer very affordable. This will be platinum. Because I do have an 18 karat gold coming up. I just noticed the last necklace is in gold. So they're not all in platinum. Okay, so here we go. This is the 36 pointer with 36 points in diamonds. One only, blowout time is here. We'll do that for $29.99 on a 36 pointer. So it's back to those bigger stones as far as carat weight, but then you get the white diamonds around it, the white diamonds in the bail, the chain, which is a box link. It's a box link chain that's coming with it for free and it's adjustable. So take a look at it on. That's what it looks like from a distance away. Here's the adjustability because you've got that little sliding bead. So it's going to be as short as you'd like it to be, no problem. And then we'll try it on, show you the length. But $29.99 for that pendant. And give me a second to do the measurement here. And then we'll try it on for you. But that's going to be a ½ inch, actually technically a little more, and a ½ inch. Top to bottom and then in platinum, and here's what it looks like on. So that's the necklace, and that's a really pretty roval stone, isn't it? Not perfectly round, but right there, very close to a round shape. And of course, you can adjust it to make it as short as you'd like, up to 18 inches in length, okay? So we'll go back, and then I'll show you our last necklace, which actually is 18 karat gold. And this is quite substantial too, because look at this one. That's a round. And then it's got the diamond set within it. This is like a figure eight woven style, looks almost organic. It's 1130-698. That's going to be our 22 point round in 18 karat solid gold and 25 points in diamonds. And this one's got a Rolo link, kind of a diamond cut Rolo link chain. And that one will be, oh, let's make this one the most affordable of them all. And then let me know which one you like. The 26 pointer's gone. We still have the pear shape and a lot of great pieces coming up in the next 100 minutes or so that we have together. And that big yellow diamond is on the way as well. But this is going to be $24.99 and it's gold. So if you're somebody who just says, let me get the 18 karat gold, you got it. And this one also is going to be, let me make sure this chain is adjustable. I'm going to show it to you from a distance away. This one is also adjustable. So you're going to get that link style in the 18 karat gold, a nice link to the pendant itself, as you can see here. And we'll show you the length, and that's $24.99, and that'll be it. That's our Alexandrite collection at 1 3/8 inch top to bottom, and then we'll show it to you on the neckline. And another chain that's going to come with it that's going to be fully adjustable, so that's where it sits at about 18 inches. And of course, you may want to wear it a little shorter because of the fact that, yes, it is a longer pendant at over 1 inch. So you may want to wear that a little bit higher as far as where that begins, and then you can just drape it as long as you like, up to 18. So that's the 18 karat gold, 18-inch chain, and that is a one only there. So that's a fabulous look, and $24.99, that's the most affordable way to get the private collection Alexandrite. So a very special gem, and look at that round. It's a great cut too, really unique round there. And so we're going to move along. We've got, that's our Alexandrite collection. It's such a pleasure pleasure to bring them. Anything that stays, they'll be going right into ownership's collection. We'd love to share those. And then, of course, we're going to get into some purple Paraiba, something that is also rare, but we see very frequently because we love to bring the rare. Look at that pink. It's more pink than it is purple on this one. And that's a copper bearing, really bright neon copper bearing stone here, also done in 18 karat. So we're sticking with that 18 karat gold for a moment. And very proud to bring it. And then we can recap those later if you have any questions on them. We're certainly happy to help you there. But we are going to show you right now this one of a kind in that stunning pinky purple. It's kind of that neon hot pink rubellite is really how I would qualify this one. And it also has a nice size stone. It's 1130251. That's a 73-point cushion cut in the copper bearing. And then you get a 16-point baguette, total weight there, and 36 points in the round. So together, a really simple style, but still bringing it with the extra baguettes there on the side, framing that so beautifully. Also have a fact that it's going to be that, I know we're getting into those deeper 113s here because that's going to be the 113251 here. We're looking at a very, very important cushion cut. It's a cushion cut square. So that in of itself is a little more rare there as well. And then again, it's a 73 pointer. One of our first that's under a carat in this pinky red type of color. So very much enjoying that. And then of course it is, I think we might have lost our graphics there for a minute, but bear with us, we'll have them back here. It's 18 karat on this one too. So you are again getting that upgrade in the gold and just under a carat in that stone, because a lot of our pinky purples have been very big lately to the tune of 4 or 5 carats. So it's kind of nice to see something a little more wearable for those that like that style. It's also 73 points in the copper bearing, 16 and 36. That's how we break it down. You got 8 pointers. The whole point of breaking it down is to tell you, those are big baguettes there. They're individually 8 points apiece. So they're a nice, nice size that you're getting all together, all around. Thrilled to bring it to you. Great ring on the hand as well. And we'll blow it out, 16 and 36. Yeah, we do break it down there for you so you just know the diamond weight versus, you know, the baguettes versus the rounds, but it's 52 points overall. So that's how that squares. And we've got 18 karat gold for you. So that's also nice. And we got a one only stand in the white gold. We'll try it on. Show you what it looks like on the hand. And you could pair up another wonder ring with this. I was actually thinking about taking that Alexandrite and playing with it a bit and stacking it with other rings because I think it would really work well for that. So we'll do that throughout the day and see who wants that pear shape. But if you would like this copper bearing in the rubellite, pinky red color, you know rubellite's an important and precious stone on its own in the tourmaline family, but to get a copper bearing element with it really amps it up. So we'll blow it out right now. First caller gets it. It's a one only. Let's make it $19.99, our most affordable of the purples in the rings. And don't forget, there was a pink diamond earlier, a 15-point pink diamond. We're going to be doing a lot of recaps, I have a feeling, today. So stay with us if you missed anything, or if you know what you're looking to see, we can show it to you again. But this is the time to take a very affordable copper bearing home and then get ready, because at the bottom of the hour, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I'm going to bring you. You know, it's funny, we're going to do those color change sphenes, but I'm thinking the yellow diamond needs to get here sooner rather than later, because this is going to be definitely the best yellow diamond value in my history here. No question. We're doing some really interesting things right now today for this next 90 minutes we have. But when we talk about Alexandrites, obviously those are not enormous stones. And we understand it. They're color changing phenomena. There's another stone that gives us a color change phenomena of green to red. And I'm going to show you the 3 large stones that we're about to blow out. Because why not? If we're going to talk about color changing phenomenal stones, let's show you what we get out of Madagascar that is going to be this unbelievable, what we call, again, the color changing sphene that is really, I think, one of the most rare of all the color changing stones, because technically I've never been in a retail store that has one. And yet we've got them here in a blowout wheel, a trio, as a matter of fact. Look at these stones. And it's an emerald cut and an emerald cut and a pear shape. And the question is, because I understand that a 40 pointer, we may understand together the rarity of a larger size Alexandrite, like a 40 pointer is a large size in an Alexandrite, but not necessarily maybe what you're looking for. Maybe you want a larger size gemstone in general. Maybe you like a bigger ring. I know I'm in that category, and that's okay. Some of us just, we have different tastes and different styles, and that's what makes us wonderful. But this is for those of you that want that phenomenal rarity, but you want a bigger gemstone presence to it. It's color changing, but it's also high dispersion. So it gives you, think of like the best green diamond you've ever witnessed or can imagine, and then getting a color change with that as well, and putting it all together in either a 3.5 carat size or a 4 carat plus size, and that's your choice of. So that's what we have up here. Let's show them all three. This is a blowout. So before we really, again, get into the carat weights, I'm gonna recommend one thing. The best thing to do is dial in as quickly as you can, because they are going to be so affordable. You remember they all started at $99.99 or more. Here's the deal. I'm gonna blow them out right now because this is just, to me, the perfect segue from a color change Alexandrite to a color change sphene to give you more versatility and bigger sizes. That is the 341. It's a radiant, it's 52 points in pear shapes and 4 points in other diamonds. So it's got pear shapes and rounds together. That's gonna be 56 points overall. Then we go here. The next radiant is a 348. We're getting larger. We're getting bigger. They go left to right. They go larger to smaller to larger as well. So we're going in ascending order as you go left to right across the wheel. That's the 348, 76 points in diamonds. And here's the pear shape that is the largest of them all. That is a 405, and that's going to have a double halo of 79 points in diamonds. So this is just amazing. 79 points in diamonds is the double halo. I love that particular pair, how it's a little wider and rounder. It's kind of got this interesting proportion to it. You know, a lot of pear shapes are really narrow and elongated. This one's a little bit more like, it's got a real good, like, you know, nice body to it. It's really giving that wow factor. I mean, you can tell it's a 4 carat, it's a big stone. We're gonna get these out the door. I know it's an extraordinary day here of rarity. It sure is. This is kind of the museum open on a Sunday morning, no doubt. It's not gonna be $99.99. Please call early. You're gonna be very surprised. I'm gonna do a little shock. My system is not ready to handle all this because I'm here presenting these pieces all the time. I've shown each of these pieces 4 or 5 times on the air individually. Never dreamed they would be a price tag like this, so come on in. Do not be afraid to dial in, because obviously a lot of people are always worried, it's a little early, maybe I'll check out the price, then I'll get out. By then it's gonna be too late, because nobody sees this value coming. This value is our ultimate, and they're not even going to be half of this price. So we could cut 50% off, make it $49.99, and give you the biggest sphenes here. There's only a couple that are larger, but they are like $50,000, one's $40,000. They're real pricey. And the problem is when they get really, really large, they get darker. They just do. And so many of you have told me, and I completely agree with you all, that the darker stones that get almost like too dark, that to me is not going to show off what we love about it. It's not going to show off the dispersion level. So I'd rather see you get really bright, beautiful, open color to it, not have to spend $49.99. They're going to go. They're all done in 14 karat solid gold. They stay in the white gold as they are. So it's pretty consistent across the board there with gold color. Diamond weights are pretty consistent as well. Pick really the style, the shape you like the best. We're gonna blow them out right now. They're not even $49.99. We're going even lower than that. Come on in. I think it's just a great way to get another color changing stone that is even more rare and yet bigger sizes and such a remarkable blowout. They will find their homes today 100% because they're not even $3,999. Here's the value you've been waiting on. Question is, do you want the 3 carat 41, the 3 carat 48, or do you want the 405 pair? That's up to you, but one of a kinds, and they're not even $39. Let's keep going. Sure, we're halfway through the show. We're going to bring out that yellow diamond shortly, and we're going to make this even better than 39 or 38 or 37. This is the day to get a color change sphene, no doubt about it. And they're not even 37 or 36. Huge blowout for you today. Get your color change. You've had some big opportunities to get them so far in this hour. And now we're bringing you a better value than $3,600 or $3,500. Never before, never again. Let's get them out of here. $3,499 a piece while they last. And this is exciting because color change sphene from green to red. That is amazing. And then all the colors that come through, no matter what light environment you're in, you're always going to get those bright colors. That's dispersion. That's what we love. So $34.99 only, and that's going to be it. We'll give them 60 seconds and they should be on their way. The yellow diamond deal of a lifetime. There, I said it. The yellow diamond deal of a lifetime, because I'm going to make you absolutely wowed here. Today is a day that we are going to look back and never, ever, ever forget. 322. It's what we're doing right now. It's got 223 in it, so I'm going with it. 322, 223, same numbers. Here's what I'm going to bring you. We're going to bring you yellow diamond coming up next. 30 seconds still left to get the sphenes. Color change varieties, big stones, again, 3.5 carats or more, whichever one you want. Radiant pair. Take any one of them. Solid gold, great diamonds. And now we get into a stone that I saw granted, I was in Tucson for like 20 hours, but it was an exciting and very eventful 20 hours. And when I was there, I got a chance to meet with the yellow diamond dealer that I'm always referring to. And he said, yeah, I've been watching the show and guess you don't like my wholesale prices anymore on my yellow diamonds. I said, well, did I say anything that's not true? You're asking $32,000 right now for a 1 carat yellow diamond. You're right. And we are not bringing any more yellow diamonds for that reason, because it's not something that we carry ordinarily. We are not only bringing you a 1 carat yellow diamond, we are bringing you the only Asher that I have. The only Asher diamond. I don't have a white diamond in an Asher cut. I don't have another yellow diamond in an Asher cut. And we've only had 2 prior to this moment ever. And the other thing about it is that the side stones and the center stone, because I think we can all look at that and pretty much assess immediately that those are some very, very bright round brilliance around it. There are different levels of color. Think like butter yellow, like the color of the butter in the fridge right now. And if you, yeah, I know. I heard a from the control room. I got Tony's attention. Butter yellow, hot color right now, by the way. Fashion, hot color. Think about that color. That's what most yellow diamonds aspire to be. Very pale. Easter egg yellow. Light pale yellow. Serene, just soft pastel. In yellow diamonds, if you have your choice, you want to go up to that bright level. Bright, sunshine, think vibrant, not neon where it's yellowy green, yellow, bright as can be. That's what you have here in the side diamonds. Notice the side round brilliance match the center. The center matches the sides. We all know that Asher cuts, we see them in various colored stones. They usually are a little more subdued, a little bit lighter in saturation because they are Asher cuts. That's just inherently what they do. Let's give you the value. That's a tough yellow color to match, isn't it? Mr. Sun up there is showing you the idyllic, computer-generated, bright sunshine yellow. Do you want to see how it compares to my ring? Because it is spot on. And again, watch all, there's not one that's out of place, there's not one that's mismatched. That is an incredible idea in a ring like this when you see, okay, the sun is put to shame there. Item number is 1130-128. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I know this. $32,000 wholesale for that diamond. That diamond by itself. It's a 1 carat Asher VS stone. There are 82 points of yellows around that, double. That's the first halo and the third. And then you've got the white diamonds mixed in, 18 points there. Exactly 2 carats. And look at it on the hand. Fills up the finger completely. Finished on the inside. 2 tones of gold, 14 karat gold. No platinum here, just gold. And do you see how they are? I love this angle too, because it's like stacked like a cupcake. It doesn't get too high, but look at how just tier after tier after tier after tier. They're literally leveling up. They're leveling up for you. And then that cherry on top is that stunning Asher. I will tell you right now, I'm a diamond lover. I recently upgraded a diamond. I went from an emerald cut to a radiant cut. That's right here. The only thing more expensive than an emerald cut and a radiant cut, and the only thing that actually compares with those, is an Asher. They are automatically more money. You can have the same clarity, the same color, the same carat weight, and that cut propels it to a next level. Now, multiply that by the fact this is a natural of origin yellow diamond. Here's my thing. I've got an $18,999 price tag, which is fantastic. That's a $32,000 single individual diamond right now in the wholesale world, and they're going up. They're going up. That was in Tucson. That was in February. There's been another wholesale show since, and I wasn't there. It was in Hong Kong, so I can't get there in time because it's a little bit further away. And so, yeah, didn't get there. Doesn't matter. We're doing an 18,000. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure this goes, and I'm going to make sure it goes in the next couple of minutes, and we're going to let you price it. I'm going to take a break from pricing, and I'm going to let you do it because I really want to get activity on these phone lines, and I want to give you, most importantly, what all I care about is somebody today is going to own this ring, and in the next couple of days, that's going to be shipped out tomorrow to you. in your size, ready to wear, boom. And in a couple of days, this ring can be on your hand. And by the way, you can think about it after you get it at home, evaluate it, think about it, go get it priced, go get it appraised, do whatever you want to do. But it's not going to be $18,999, which is a heck of a value. We're going to go lower than that. And this is how we do it via the auction. And let me tell you, it is not the busiest of Sundays. Already know that. So here's what we've got for you instead of $18,000. What that means is the auction's probably not going to have a lot of competition. And you know me, it's going to start low because that's what it's going to take to get everybody on the phone lines. Because who's going to call me at 15,000 open or 10,000 open? You are getting a value. 2 carats in diamonds, and the vast majority is 182 yellows. And one very big center stone in the middle in the most sought after cut possible. And maybe you already have a yellow diamond from me. Is it an oval? Is it a cushion cut square? Those are the more typical ones we bring. Asher cuts only have had 2 ever. And now we have upgraded and made this elite, and I'm going to make it extremely inexpensive for a piece of jewelry that, let me give you the real secret. If you just want to get it from me to go ahead and turn around and resell it the next day, go ahead. Because that's what I got to tell you, that's an idea. Maybe not at 10,000, but I'm going to make it even easier. It's not even $5,000 to start. We want to get everybody in. This is the yellow diamond dream ring. This is the one that elevates all the rest. The color is ideal. Again, that graphic, it's Sunday, so it makes sense. Sunday, sun for Sunday. But look at that. That is the proof. Do you realize most yellow diamonds are absolutely pale in comparison? And we're not going to do $5,000 to open, or $4,500, or $4,000 to open. This never happens. And welcome into the world of natural yellows that are pretty much obsolete from this world. Here it is on the hand. I cannot get over how stunning this is. Look at how it completely fills up the finger side to side. That is amazing. It's not $4,000. What about $3,500 to get it started with 60 seconds to get it going? Where do you, how far does $3,500 go in today's jewelry world? Does it get you a plain band of gold? Nope, not in retail. Does it get you a solitaire diamond? Maybe a quarter carat. Maybe a quarter carat. A decent quality quarter carat. Does it get you yellow diamonds at all? Even a smaller stone? $3,500 with a $10 increment when it looks like that, and yet it is a beautiful, powerful, yes, it's a larger ring. I will say it's not a small ring. It's not going to be for everybody. It is a larger ring, but it is so comfortable. Remember, it's got that fully finished undergallery. We added, there's about, $1,600 worth of gold added to make the undergallery there. When most of our yellow diamonds do not have one, this one does, because we went, when I tell you we went the extra mile, it's like you would never put like a cloth upholstery into a $100,000 car. They don't exist. Like, you don't have an option. You know how in some cars, like you go buy a mid-size sedan and you have the option of, do you want to add the luxury leather package on the inside? If you're going into a $100,000 car, there is no cloth upholstery option. It's going to be just leather. And then it's going to be, do you want to spend the extra 20 grand on the diamond stitching? And then it's, do you want the extra 15 grand for the piping? And do you want the extra headliner? And do you want that headliner in the ceiling to be leather? Because if you do, that's an extra 11 grand. Do you want it to light up like diamonds in the sky in the headliner? Well, that's going to be another 50 grand. Those are the types of options. Every little bit of luxury that could have been poured into this ring is poured into this ring. Do we have $3,500? We are verifying an open, but I've got one caller on the lines verifying an open at $3,500. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go even lower. Please hold that caller, because if they do want to go 35, I've just made their day. But the idea is also, I'd like to give a lot of you the opportunity. A lot of you. I don't want you have to think about this. I want you to rest assured and rely on me to give you a value that will never happen again. Will not, cannot, and it can go out right away. So that's a beautiful thing. Sizing, you tell us. It stays as is as far as gold colors. You got 2, yellow and white. You tell me the size you need, easy band to size. I saw our head jeweler's already here today. She's here early. She's ready. And yes, girl power. Most of our jewelers, all of our ownership, women. Women. Love that. Sorry, there's so few businesses in the jewelry world that are. I'm really proud of that, because I don't know, I think us women, I think we pay attention to extra details like that in a big way, more so than some. And I think you see it. I think you see it in the details of the presentations and the jewelry and the every aspect of what we do and the custom designs and the way we treat each and every person as family who shops here, so that you have custom pieces that are really suited for you, the collectors. I'm going to go even lower than $3,500 and we need you in. It's not going to be 35. I want to get everybody in. This is the yellow diamond moment. And even if you are a yellow diamond collector, do you have an Asher cut? Do you have a 1 carat? Do you have a huge ring that's going to give you 2 carats in diamonds that is still wearable every day? It is not 35. It is not 34. It is not 33. It is not 32. And for the record, I have not had a 1 carat yellow diamond at this price in years. This is the time. If you want a 15 pointer, I had a 50 pointer yesterday. I have a 50 pointer. It's sold actually, but I have a 50 pointer yellow. It's not quite this color, but it was a 50 pointer close to this price. Gone. This is not even $3,200 to open, not $3,100. I think this is pretty clear, and boy, am I going to regret this. If you're bidder, did want to open at 35, and now I go an extra, what, $400 lower, and we still don't get anybody else, joke's on me. But hopefully it gives you a really fantastic opportunity to go beyond even our typical value. This is not going to be $3,100 to start. We are going to start at a dismal, a bit embarrassing. I don't mean to insult the quality or the amazing stones in this ring, but I am doing so right now with this open, I will tell you, in anticipation of getting a lot of people on the phone lines here. That's my goal. I really want to get a lot of people on the phone lines here to give you the opportunity that you maybe thought wasn't possible. There's not a lot of us that own one. I don't own a 1 carat yellow diamond. I don't. I really like my white diamond, but I don't have a yellow diamond. And out in the retail world, I can't afford them. I cannot afford them. And TVON is making them affordable. It is not 31. Joke's on me. Nobody? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. $3,000. 60 seconds on the clock to get that started. Hopefully we are. I hope so. I hope we're going to start at 3 because I think they were thinking about 35 pretty hard. So we're at $3,000 to start. It's only a $10 increment, so don't be too depressed if you're the second, third, fourth bidder. If someone beats you to the open, well, the increments are really small. So $3,000. This is big. This is a big moment. It's a really big moment for my yellow diamond lovers. If you're not a yellow diamond lover, I want you to buy it anyways. I'm going to tell you why. You could turn around and resell that thing the day you get it for a whole bunch of money. And everyone's going to think, that's lab grown? Nope. Natural. Natural diamond, natural color from the earth, rare, 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 rare cut. And it's at 3. Well, I don't know what happened. Did the world end on Sunday and I just didn't know about it? It almost did for me, I'll tell you that. My tire blew, literally on the way here. Tire blew. Don't know what was in the freeway, but it blew. It's a miracle I'm even here and alive. So can you tell there's a little extra adrenaline? I'm like, I'm here. I'm just glad to be here. And now look what I'm doing. It may be my last time here, but I'm here. I'm walking home. Actually, I shouldn't. I wouldn't even be home by Wednesday night. I better just stay here. Guys, $3,000. $3,000 to get it started. This is crazy good. Take a look. 60 seconds. I'll try it on again. I love this ring. I love it. Now, I'm one of those people, I like different stuff. I like it. This is my ring. But again, it's high, high, and high. You know how there's real high jewelry out there, there's fine, and then there's high jewelry. Have you ever heard that? Designers they'll do their fine jewelry line. And then the new thing is everyone's doing high jewelry. This is like the step up from fine jewelry. 30 seconds. $3,000. I hope we have it. Let me try it on again. Inside finished, two-tone gold, white and yellow. No, 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 no. Look at that. That is something else right there. Let me get a little cleaning here. I just noticed something, Jason. I just saw, did you guys see a fingerprint on it or something? I don't know. I'm just going to clean it up. Try it on again. It even just is the perfect, it balances, it fits beautifully. Do you have a question? Sandra in Colorado? How is she? Hi, Sandra in Colorado. Hello right back to you. Happy spring. Spring has definitely sprung, hasn't it? And that is your springtime. Looks like sunshine and daffodils and Easter bunnies and peeps. Those little peeps. You know, those little marshmallow, sugary, yeah, peeps. They're real bright like that. I don't want to know what kind of chemicals they have to use there to make it that yellow, but this one, no chemicals. Just Mother Nature. And yeah, just, I mean, that's how I like natural, through and through. Sometimes they have to irradiate these things to make them look that way. We did not. We did not. We just have natural from the earth. I mean, think about it. If I had one of those little cute, little squishy marshmallow peeps that are bright as yellow can be, that diamond, and it would put that to shame. And there's all kinds of weird, like, dyes and chemicals in that stuff. I mean, you know, it's like, oh, I don't, they're delicious, but look at that. Look at that diamond. $3,000. You can't even get like a leather handbag from Italy for $3,000. They're like triple that price now. I mean, you can compare it to jewelry all day long, but let's compare it to basic things. Basic things. That brand new set of tires I just bought, that was over $3,000. Well, got to do that again. I mean, there you go. I know, and we need the tires, but like this isn't a need, but man, it kind of is when it's $3,000. It's a want that's really affordable, you know? It's a want that really is like, but you got to try it at this point. If it was still 18, 19 grand, I'd say, okay, maybe not. Maybe today's not the day. But when it's $3,000 for what should be 19 grand, we have the open, right? I'm up here just getting lost in the beauty of this ring. We have the open at $3,000. It's obviously the most spectacular yellow diamond. It's a huge upgrade. I know I've had cushion cut squares. I know that's what you're probably looking at going, oh, I've seen that. You've not seen this but 2 other times. We've only had 2 other Ashers ever. Most of the time it's a square cushion. The square cushion's not the same as an Asher. Asher is step faceting. It has to be extra, 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 extra clean because you can't even hide a microscopic inclusion in that facet pattern. You can't hide it. In a cushion cut brilliant you can. In an oval you can. In a round you could. This one has to be a absolute pristine, not just to the naked eye, but up close and personal like it is. You're seeing no inclusions. It's still giving, you know what happens with Ashers? Sometimes you've seen it with aquas, you've seen it with Tanzanites. You know how sometimes the middle of that square would look devoid of color. That's not a window either. Sometimes that happens because it's a window, it's a bad cut. This is not the, a lot of times Ashers will actually have a more dull or light color through the middle because there's no faceting there in the very pinpoint middle of the stone. Here's a stone that's typically pastel anyways, and yet it is so neon bright as it is. In that cutting, it tells you everything about the quality of the stone. The stone is magnificent. You will love it. There's also a money-back guarantee. What does that mean? By the time you get it at home, you take a look. You've got a couple weeks. When you get that at home, you have a couple weeks to say, good choice. Do I like it? Do I love it? Because you should love it. If you don't love it, if you ever get anything you don't love, please send it back. Like, don't keep what you don't love. Like, it's jewelry. You have to love it, right? It's not something you put up with. It's something you have to love. And if that's not the value of a lifetime, when you see it at home in person, which, yes, it'll look even better. Fully finished on the inside, solid gold, no platinum. This isn't a plating. It's solid. I know, we're probably looking, everyone's probably scrutinizing what's different. Why is it so cheap? Why is it not 19 grand? Just because I want to get the phones to ring. We got like 9 minutes left till the last hour of our week. So here it is, $3,000, $3,000. Let's give it a final call. Do we have the, so we officially have the open. We got the open, we're at 3. It's official, but we're gonna give it a final call right now because you're probably, you know, tired of hearing about it. But I'll tell you, if you haven't taken action yet and jumped in on the phone lines, even if you've never shopped before, this couple of weeks, we have registered record amounts of new shoppers. Why do you think that is? Because despite what everybody else is doing with jewelry, and they have to, by the way, please don't fault those other networks and those other stores and those other places for raising their prices. Don't fault them. It's the way it goes. I have a business of my own in jewelry. I have to raise my prices. TVON is just, we're a different thing. We have always been a very, very unique experience of shopping. But let me tell you something right now. Nobody's taking their prices down. We just took our old price. And this was the $18,999 you see right there. And we just took massive amounts. So it's an auction. It's designed to get a lot of people in. So far, I don't have a lot of people in. We're going to give it a 2-minute finale, and it will be sold. 2 minutes, and it's done. And then we got Tanzanite coming up. And I may auction that thing, too, because I'm looking at the price. There's a $15,000 Tanzanite. Probably won't get that. If I'm only getting 3 on this diamond ring, I think it definitely tells me I got to change up the last hour of the show as well. And I will. Stay with me. You might get more than just a yellow diamond deal today. So here's our last call. Take a look at it. Let's give it 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to size it for you. Yes, we are. And you need to be in now because the 2 minutes expires and then we close the auction. You do have to make the phone call before the clock ends at 0. That's important. So make sure you're doing that right now because this is amazing. And the worst case scenario is what? You get it at home and you hate it? First of all, not in a million years. But if you get it home, you have 2 options. You can send it back and get all your money back, or you can go resell it and make money. That's probably what I would do, but I'm an industrious businesswoman, so that's what I would do. You don't have to. You don't have to. If your local pawn shop's not going to give you more than $3,000, then send it back and I'll refund your credit card. Or you can do that. Or you can give it to a friend. Or you can say, here you go. Here you go, Mom. Happy Mom's Day. Mom, yeah, I just got you a yellow diamond, a 2-carat yellow and white diamond ring. She gonna pass out. Yeah, you make sure Mom's in good heart health because she's going like, a yellow diamond ring? What? I'll never forget. So 2 years ago, I got my mom her first yellow diamond ring. Not actually that different from this one. It looks a lot like this one. She has called this, not this exact one, obviously. This one's for you. 48 seconds till it's done. She has called it her best piece of jewelry. Her best piece of jewelry. I heard that yesterday. She was going through her jewelry yesterday. And my brother was in town with her and helping her out and all that stuff. And she said, I went through my jewelry and I was doing a little inventory and oh my goodness, getting some, like 80s pieces together for me to melt and all that kind of stuff. And she said, you know what? That yellow diamond, my absolute favorite. And this woman's got a 4-carat Burma ruby. She's got big white diamonds. She's got pink diamonds, most of which, yes, I've given her over the years. But she said, it's the yellow diamond. Man, is that a pretty ring. Man, am I proud when I wear that. Man, is that my crowning achievement in fine jewelry. And I got to tell you, and it looks very similar to this. Hers is a cushion cut square, but it's similar mounting. And I'll tell you, and I got the ring for her for a holiday. When was it? I think it was Christmas of 2024, I believe. So anyway, it just, you'll never go wrong with a yellow diamond. And with 2 carats, like you see there, absolutely stunning. 3,000. Are we done? That's it? That's it. Nobody wants to say 35, which is where I think we actually had the original starting bid received anyways, until I decided to make an attempt to get a few people on the phone lines here. Well, all right. So 3,000. Do we have 3,010 or no? Verifying? What after this? I have no idea. We got a blue sapphire. It's cute. We got a blue sapphire ring that's brand new. Do we have 3,010 or 31? Let me hear it. What do we have? Nada. All right. You got it? 31? This is so amazing. I know there's one person's got their hand up saying, wait a minute, I'm still registering. Okay, we'll try to do that really, really quickly here. I don't know if they're in on this one or not, if they're getting registered for maybe our Tanzanite coming up, but this is the deal. It is last call. Do we have 31 or 3,010? You let me know. Here's the deal. Yes, I'll try it on again. Yes, there's the finishing. Yeah, they're never finished on the inside. We very rarely do the finishing on the inside. We did the finishing on the inside here for you. So that is going to be, do we have it? Okay, sold. Congratulations. Done. Bye-bye. Here it is on the hand one more time. Sure, there it is. Congratulations and thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to move along. I have a blue sapphire ring before our top of the hour gets here. It's 113-0059. Now, although that was one of the biggest values we could ever see, we're going to show you a Roval blue sapphire here, which is our 60-point Roval, 8 points in diamonds on the sides. And it's going to be, let's see, 113-0059. We've never done anything quite like this. What do you think? Oh my gosh, Janae, I just saw your message. Janae just let us know too. Thank you, Tony, for sending this. She said, I have 3 of your yellow diamond rings. I took them to be appraised. They were triple the value of what I paid 3 years ago. Oh my goodness, Janae, thank you. Well, that would have been a nice story to share. I wish I would have checked what I just received there. Oh, that would have been a nice, well, hey, listen, like I said, if you want to resell it or whatever, do it, because that's pretty impressive. Yeah, Janae, what I would also do is I would recommend when you get a chance, I would get them reappraised, because yes, appraisals would be different today than 3 years ago, especially with a lot of gold. So yes, 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 yes. Okay. And hopefully, Amy, did you see it on the hand? Because, okay, hopefully. Anyway, that was very, very special. Well, Janae, I'm so glad you love your yellow diamonds. And appraisals, by the way, are just, you know, usually like just replacement values. You ever notice that? They're not retail values. Keep that in mind, too. So people ask me that question a lot, like I got it appraised and it was only triple. Well, retail is different. What it sells in a retail store, just some little heads up here for those of you that wonder, if you get things appraised, and appraisals vary, they based a lot on who's appraising and where you live. Obviously, no different than, you know, some of us, you know, live in places where things cost more and some people live in places where things cost less. So it really is dependent. But I will say, usually appraisals are not a retail value. They are a replacement value. So like appraisals are usually just like the bare bones minimum of what the materials would cost and the intrinsic value of your piece. That does not correspond with a retail value. If you walked into a retail store, so let's say Janae just gave us a great example. She said that she bought a yellow diamond. She has a few from us. She got them appraised 3 years ago and they appraised for triple. So let's say she paid $3,000. Let's say it appraised for triple. So let's say she got a $9,000 appraisal or a $10,000 appraisal. That's not retail. Retail, you would never see a ring like that for $10,000 in retail, ever. Because yellow diamonds, rarity like that, and natural, they start at usually, well, far more than that. Again, the new wholesale price is $32,000 on a loose stone. So it gives you an idea. So yes, I recommend if you have pieces that need to be reappraised, if you have, because remember, insurance goes on that too. So, you know, you want to get those appraisals. I know that I don't get everything appraised, but I get my Paraibas appraised every year, especially my 10 carats, really the important ones. So I know I do that annually. I get that reappraised because it does, the values do change and they're only going up. The value of jewelry is not going down, it's going up. So yes, I do recommend that. When you get a chance, if you've done appraisals, make sure you get them reappraised. It's always a good idea, at least every few years. Here we go with the 60-point blue sapphire. 8 points in diamonds as well. And then you have this solid 14 karat gold band, which also can be any gold color you'd like here. So we want to give you some flexibility there. Top of the hour is almost here. We're going to have Tanzanite still to come and anything else you want to request. I'll take your request for the rest of the day. We could always recap the Alexandrites as well. If you'd like to see those Alexandrites that we had earlier, that was an hour ago. We can always bring back what's left. If you'd like to see them again, if you missed them. But this is really cool. Let's take a look at it on. More sweet diminutive ring here. Bright royal blue. Look at how pretty that is. A big diamond on each side. And sweet and giftable and wonderful for those that like something in simple. The last ring, bold, cocktail ring. Now we're giving you simple, wearable, everyday something. There are things all over the prongs. Let me see if I can get that stuff out. And then we'll show you a better view of it here with a nice, beautiful, there we go. Oh, now it's the little, there's something stuck in a prong. Let me see if I can't just help that out, because I know otherwise you'll probably go, I can't buy that. It's got, there we go, polishing cloth out. Now we're good. Good to go. Can see all the beauty of that stone. Yes. Max in New York? Max in New York, welcome to the show. Fabulous. Max, a gentleman, I assume, or like, you never know, could be short for Maxine, I don't know, but Max is a gentleman. Wonderful. Hey, Max in New York. I'm a huge New York Mets fan, so I'm very excited for Thursday. Thursday is like my Christmas, so yeah, I'm very excited. Plus Wednesday, let me mention what's happening Wednesday. Wednesday we have red barrel and Bixbite. You can use those terms interchangeably. And I know how many of you have been begging me for red barrel. So have you heard? On Wednesday night, which I don't see you between now and then, so we're gonna let you know now, red barrel. I'm gonna have a collection of red barrels on Wednesday. We're doing a new segment, like a mini series, if you will, where every Wednesday night, we're gonna feature a brand new type of, maybe not new for the world, but like new to us or newer to us. I've only had a couple red barrels here ever. We're gonna bring you a new collection of red barrels. They're gonna be on Wednesday night. That is the 25th of March, this coming Wednesday. Our show starts in the evening at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So just an FYI, if you wanna like set a little reminder for yourself so that you don't miss the red barrels. The red barrels are coming up on Wednesday. And then the Wednesday after that, and the Wednesday after that, and the Wednesday after that. All the Wednesdays throughout the springtime season are gonna have something new, and a lot of the stones will be stones you may have never heard of before. stones that are also really exciting, stones that are unique and special and different, and we'll really feature one per show. So we've got, again, every Wednesday from here on out is kind of do not miss. And by the way, welcome to our last hour of the show. We're going to get into the sapphire, then I have Tanzanite, then we're going to take requests, and also we have a rhodochrosite, another stone that we hardly ever see. I've got a rhodochrosite pendant for you and a lot more. So take a look at this. We've got our sapphire 3-stone ring, the beautiful diamonds next to it, and white, yellow, or rose gold under $1,000. When we're seeing a gold band, that's tough to do. And then we go under $1,000 by a ways, so that maybe it is that giftable idea. Maybe it is that, that special something to treat yourself without breaking the bank. It's not $9.99. And remember, it is gold, not platinum. So that's a huge thing. That's a deal. That's a deal because gold is the most expensive metal out there, and this is 14 karat of your choice of white, yellow, or rose. So that's another big option. It's not $1,000 or $9.99. What about a top of the hour on a brand new ring here? We got you covered. And we are looking at the best of the best, not $888, not $777. Let's go, $699 for a sapphire in diamonds 3-stone ring, the classic style, and it's only $699. So that's a big value right there, and we can't wait to see who's got it. So that'll be a fabulous idea. Then we still have blue wing coming up. I did, if you do want to see the Alexandrites, if you are thinking, oh shoot, I did miss that, we had a couple of really important Alexandrites that debuted earlier in the show. So if you want to see those, plus I had a blue star sapphire, a Tanzanite pendant, a gorgeous diamond pendant as well, a fabulous ruby ring. I mean, we have had quite the collection here today. And again, if you got a little late start with us and want to see anything recapped, I'm happy to do it. So please let me know. Like for example, here's that Tanzanite. We started the show with this. Technically, we had some pearls that were recap requests, but then I had this pendant here that is so beautiful. I really like this one. This Tanzanite pendant was only $9.99, and it features an emerald cut Tanzanite, so that's got that really unique design, almost like a scrolling heart shape, and then a little like wreath-like design in diamonds over the top of it. So that was only $9.99 for that platinum pendant. We have the $6.99 sapphire, which we're busy on the phone lines for, no surprise there. And then we had our sphenes, we had a color change Alexandrite, and then we had our color change sphenes. So there's been a lot of phenomenal pieces today, no doubt about that. We've had a lot of good ones there. And then of course we also had a kunzite. I think that we might have some late arrivals here because we had this kunzite here for $24.99. Let's show this on the hand. Yeah, sapphire is verifying right now. There's the kunzite that we had earlier. That's the 844. That's only $24.99, by the way. $24.99. So there's an important stone right then and there. That's a good one. $24.99 for that one. So just a reminder, that was a big value, a nice discount. And then we've got, what else was here? A couple of Alexandrites left. The sphenes are here. Oh, the blue star sapphire. This is the way to go, $325. Look at this blue star. There's the blue star sapphire. We've not had that color. They're usually lighter. This is the $325 with 88 points in diamonds and platinum. That's $39.99 for that exquisite star. Very strong defined star there. So that's a beauty. And it's even got fancy cut diamonds around the halo. So that's important as well. If any of these sound good, Tanzanite, because I just know that's, sometimes there's late arrivals, a lot going on a Sunday in March. Might I say even madness, right? So, if you missed a little bit of the show, oops, I did not put our sapphire back. There's our faceted sapphire. So blue star sapphire versus faceted. Love that we have really something for everybody. Let me know if you need to see the information again on any of those pieces I just flashed. We can bring them back up for a little mini presentation for you. But that is the $6.99 3-stone sapphire diamond band ring. Very cool piece there. And one of our more affordable rings for sure at $699. So a fabulous way to get one there. Okay. And also the color change sphenes. We had a trio of those. The big sizes, 3.5 to 4 carats. They're all here at $34.99. I mean, these values have been everything today. So make sure you are letting us know. Suzette, I know we had emailed this morning early if you need to see your ruby. Hopefully you got my email with the requests and the questions you had. Hopefully you got the email. I have it here to show you. Okay, coming up, and we had some diamond earrings. Oh, and there's another blue star sapphire. If you want one a little more affordable, we have the more light, pale version, which is more of that lighter blue, kind of a powder blue color. So there is a blue star sapphire here. So this is kind of our little sapphire parade. Look at that star. That's actually got a period. That's actually pretty cornflower as well. That's a 216. You know what? Let's just bring this one down in price. since we've had these, and did you see how naturally just when I zoom back out there, I blocked one of the lights, and look at that star. 112-8988, and boy, does that feel good to have my hand warmed up in front of that light. Because yes, yes, 341 sphene is coming up right now on the hand. The 112-8462, Tony, was the item number on the sphene. We're going to recap here for you. That was the one with the really big diamonds on the sides. Take a look at this. 341 radiant. There it is. Oh, see, this is the viewpoint too, because to show off that open, bright color you're getting, which is what's such a priority, that's the 341, 52 points of pair shaped diamonds. That's mostly what you have on the sides, are bigger pairs, and then 4 points of a round, or there are a couple of rounds together, and that's going to be 56 points overall. That one's in solid 14 karat white gold. They stay in the white. I had 3. They were all in white gold. They will stay that way, and that's $34.99. It was from a wheel earlier today, so that's a big, big, big value on that sphene. Isn't that just an elegant setting style? Love the upgrade to the bigger diamonds on the sides, and still gives a little bit of that 3-stone balanced look, but really gives you the bigger individual diamonds on either side. So very special. $34.99. Okay, so we'll go back to our wheel here. I wanted to get this one down in price as well, in case you want that 2 karat 16 unheated star sapphire. This one's actually 18 karat gold as well, so we've upgraded. It's 112-8988. And we have the 216 with 67 points in double halo diamonds, single row and diamonds down the sides. And that one's going to be one of the stronger stars. Look at that. And then here, it's got even a little tapered basket, so you can stack around it or with it if you choose to. That's a fabulous idea. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And wow, look at that color. See, that's strength of star. The fact you can see, and there's already 2, that would become stronger when you just have the one light source. And look at that. Look at that star move. That's what it's supposed to do there. Move with the light, move with the movement of that stone. This one's below even 3,000, because the last star I had was $39.99. We're going to do this one for under 3, and actually better than $29.99 as well. Just wanted to show there's a little cutout detail as that shank splits right at the outside of that halo there. So just a little extra detail there. $29.99 it will not be. We're going to make this one $24.99 instead. $24.99. Only one there, and you can call me on the sphenes or the blue sapphire 3-stone. Or you could get the darker star, which was the 341, was it? 325 rather. So we've got the 3, the 2, and then of course you're under 1 carat in the faceted stone. And then let me know, Tanzanite pendant, kunzite ring, anything else that sounds good, or let's get into that big Tanzanite, because I got a very special opportunity as we are winding down. It's sad to say, we are winding down our Blue Wing Block D collection in a hurry. We are so excited to have a great value on a very important cushion cut square today with a lot of diamonds. There's even a rhodochrosite pendant. That's not something we see all the time. Rhodochrosite, and it's a big stone, 50 points. And then, oh, do we have some more sphenes to show? No, pink diamonds. For Stephanie, did she see the one we had in the 15-pointer? Okay, so Stephanie, I've got 2. Ooh, and the beauty of it is they're different cuts than we saw earlier. We have a heart shape. So these are both looking like, Stephanie, you have unlocked some brand new items that weren't even here yet ready, and we'll bring them out. There's the heart. Okay. Everybody needs to take a look, because these are not just old inventory. These are not even scheduled for today. You asked for a couple of pink diamonds. We're going to bring you some other sizes here. And oh my, the oval's the 22-pointer. And then the heart shape is the 12-pointer. All done in 18 karat two-tone. If you don't remember, we had a 15-pointer at the near the beginning of the show, and that 15-pointer was a larger cushion or radiant. This is the oval and the heart. So now 3 different options in shapes, and we have got kind of a 3-stone looking style here, a little bit of rose gold, a little more triple halo here, more in the rose gold on that one. If either of them appeal to you, Stephanie, please let me know so we can just zoom in on that one. But that's where you're going to get a 22-pointer, yes, a little bit lighter. Here's a little bit deeper color, and that's going to be our 12-pointer in the center with the 14 points of saturated on the side, and then the white diamonds, both 18 karat gold. So if you have a preference, for reference, I'm going to show you the one we had earlier. Let me flash that as well, so you can see the 15-pointer. Obviously, these are, you know, all different shapes. Here's the 15-pointer that we had earlier. That's all white diamonds. in rose and white gold together. Actually, rose and platinum on that one. So I like that these are 18 karat gold, two-tone, rose and white. You let me know. Let's start with the heart shape. Might as well give you a look here at the heart shape up close. That's going to be 1130,556, 18 karat gold with a 12 pointer in the middle. And then you have 14 points of additional pinks and another 45 points in the white. So that'll be our heart shape, one only. That's fabulous. Look at this great looking, those are bigger diamonds down the sides too, and a nice little platform that sets it up. Triple halo. I'm amazed that the side stones, the round brilliants, are so strong. They're very saturated in color. That's going to be our 18 karat gold, 12 point center, 14 points on the side pink, and then 45 points in the white. So once again, a really, really special look there, and we'll just make it easy. Really simple. I really want to make it affordable as possible here. We love our pink diamonds. That's 71 points overall, by the way. And then if you'd like it, we'll do this one for, you know, I'm going to skip over $69.99, make it a lot easier. And again, 15 pointer from earlier is still here, but that was $39.99. This one's going to be more affordable because I think that's also what we are getting requests for is, do you have anything more affordable in the pinks? The answer is, well, I can. I can make it better than $39.99. We'll make it better than $3,500 and send it out right now for $32.99 on the heart shape. And again, that's in 18 karat solid gold in the rose and the white. Then if you'd prefer to have the oval, we have the oval here in the 3 stone, which we'll show you briefly next, and that'll be a little bit more affordable, even though it's a bigger stone. So color is really what it comes down to. So depending on your personal preference, if you like a little more saturation, you're probably going with the heart shape. If you'd like a little larger stone and still in a natural pink, that's a very traditional pink diamond color, and that's 1130,564, and that would be our 22 point largest pink diamond of this new collection, and that's also 9 points in the side pinks and then 45 points in the white diamonds. So that'll be 18 karat gold as well, two-tone yet again, and this one's actually a little bit more affordable. It's $29.99. So 3 options total today in bigger pink diamonds, and let me know if any of those are what you're looking for. But again, that's a 22 point oval, so it's a very big center. That's a large stone when it comes to pink diamonds. 22 plus the 9 and then the 45 points. So yeah, I know it's a lot of numbers, but you know, it is what it is. We break it down because we are very into specifics. 22, 9 points on the halo, which are the lighter pinks around it, and then the rest is 45 in the white diamond. So total 76 points there. Okay, so Stephanie, those are for you or anybody else who would like them. Again, they were not scheduled for the show, and so pretty exciting we get to bring those out. Now, if you'd like to go to the brighter pinks, that's rhodochrosite. That's a rarity as well. And then let me know on the sphenes, the blue star sapphires. We've got a Tanzanite coming up right now. It's our 8 karat 14 masterpiece. This is so exciting. We love a museum reserve. There it is. And this is a cushion that's going to deliver brilliance as if it's a round. Check that out. A cushion cut square. You see though inside flashes and brilliance and fire like it's a round cut. That's so important. Most cushions don't do that. They don't do that. Sometimes, especially a square cushion, when it's squared off like this is, it's going to be a little bit less sparkly. For lack of a better term, we can use all the sophisticated terms out there, but sparkle is what we know. Sparkle is what you're getting here. It's delivering an intensity to it, and therefore, all those red flashes that you're seeing so clearly. I have really, really, really limited Tanzanites left. These blue wing block D museum reserves are on their way out. It's a sad moment because it's been, gosh, 7 years. So sometimes it feels like they're just going to go on forever. But we know the reality from the start is that they will not. This is not an unlimited. There's a finite collection here that kicked off about 7.5 years ago, and now it's almost done and gone. And we still have some very highly collectible stones here to show you, as you're seeing here, the 8 karat 14 cushion cut square, a very unique cut to get for sure. Here's what it looks like. It's also got diamonds every which way. That's 122. In diamond weight, and yes, it's fully finished on the inside as well. So here's the inside. You're even seeing reds through the back of the stone. And because we want to make sure that everybody has this last chance, and sitting back and waiting for another blue wing is not going to be an option going forward. 112-87862 is the item number. This is just one of the more bright, breathtaking stones I've seen us have. And the pave, it's kind of like a take on the signature mounting, but all custom made for the square. And we'll send it out as affordably as we possibly can. But getting into the last little bits of our Sunday here, we want to make sure that everything needs to find a home. And we'll do that big recap. And it's going to be a big one today. It's going to be a big one for everybody who's joining us a little bit later. We're going to wow you with the values and show you everything we have so we can make everything go. But now is the time to get on the blue wing. May I try it on for you to show you just a reference on the size here so we can see what it looks like. $13,999. I kind of imagined when we were going through the yellow diamond deal, I think it became very clear that we may need to change pricing for the rest of the show. Gonna do that right now on this one. $13,999 no longer. Big value coming up. Carat 22 in diamonds, finished on the inside. Here's what it looks like once again up close. And that's never where we typically see the reds, only getting stronger when you see it in person. What do you want to do? Had no luck with the auction. That was wild. That was a bit of a shocker. Here's what I'm going to offer for you. I think we're going to try it again because the truth is the best I can do is $13,999 unless we put it on the auction block for you. So we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do a lot better than $10,000. We want to get everybody in on a blue wing, and this one is magnificent. And even if you have a couple already, there's so many of you that have reached out and said, I'm still trying to maybe put that finishing touch on my blue wing block D collection. Here's how you do it. Here's how you make that happen. It's not going to be $10,000. It's not going to be even, what, $8,000 would be fair. It's better than anyone else is doing on Tanzanite. We're proud of that, but we're not here to just to beat everybody else. We're here to just make you happy. And quite frankly, sometimes we are competing against really only ourselves. People say all the time, you know, your competition's doing this and your competition's doing that. I'm going, I don't really know if that's the proper term, because I think the only people we really compete against is ourselves, and we are always trying to even one-up our own values. We already know we beat everybody else out there. Obviously, that's why we still exist. That's why we're here. We do the better thing. We do the better quality, the better price. It's called value. That's what our story is. There's a lot of great jewelry out there that's a little bit expensive. There's a lot of really cheap quality jewelry that's, yeah, less expensive. That's all how it should be. That's kind of the normal economic way of shopping. Better, more money, lower, less money. We do better for less money. So it's those two bringing together. That's what value's about. That's what it's really where we hone in. That's where we really, really just excel. And now we're going better than $8,000 or $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000. This is a major ring with a lot of diamond weight, tons of gold. You can't support a lot of diamonds and a lot of stone without having a lot of gold. So all that together, and it's not $5,000 to start. Last call on Blue Wing Block Ds, and we're going lower than $5,000. It's going to be a $10 increment. Come on in. It is going to be that moment where once this per carat comes out to play, you're going to be seeing the value in a big, big way, and it's not going to be 5 or 49. I'm thinking we go even lower than that, and right now I'm looking at that mounting price and going, uh-oh. The mounting right now is more money to produce, and the mounting's without the center stone. That center stone is a major, major stone in the center that's worth some serious money. We are doing better than 49 or 48 or 47 or 46. Let's go $4,500 to get it going on what's left in Sunday, and that's 39 minutes to go. So the question is also, after this Tanzanite goes, what would you like to see? Is there something you need a great value on? Before we go, is there something in pink diamonds you've seen that you're interested in? We're going to do some recaps. We've had pairings, really. We've had groupings. We've had the Alexandrites and the color change sphenes and the star sapphires and the pink diamonds. So we can bring any of them back out to make sure they all get their homes. But $4,500 to get this one going. And here it is with that 8 carat 14 size. That would be, $550. We are not supposed to be doing that. So here's your last call, and then we'll go ahead and recap some Alexandrites. We'll show you some hoop diamond earrings. I've got some tricolor hoops. They have pink and yellow and white diamonds to go with pink and yellow and white gold. So we'll do that. And then we have some really special earrings here in aquas. I want to show those to you as well. This month's birthstone, got a few days left in March. Gosh, think about it. A week from today, we'll be looking at the last couple of days of March, and April will be here. And man, do we have every Wednesday. Remember, every Wednesday night at 5, got to be with us. Debuts every single Wednesday. That's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be your new favorite day of the week. Is Wednesday. And do we have the open at $4,500? And let me try it on again for you. And then we have some rhodochrosite coming up. But this is what it looks like on the hand. And look at all the color, the magic, the beauty, the reds. It really is the reds. And for those that say no, it's that combination of, it's the blue and the purple and the red. That's trichroism. You don't want, it's not good enough for Tanzanite to just be pleochroic. You want it to be trichroic. And everybody else will call theirs pleochroic because, it's purples and it's blues. But really, it only gets to that top level when you have reds. And that's what our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves are bringing, is the red flashes. And we have, do we have 45? No. Okay, so we can move on. We'll do that really quickly, last call. But again, we can take these down and melt them. That's what we're doing with pieces that stick around. But if you want the Blue Wing Block Ds, remember they're not available to make again because we would have two options. They either go to you or they are still promised to museums. There are museums who are waiting with bated breath. There are curators that are really seriously anticipating the arrival of these stones, and some are not even aware that we actually are, you know how we value and prioritize our TVON family over, yes, museum curators. So that's why our priority is you. And when we sold out of all the Blue Wing Block Ds that we had that were not museum reserves, we did not just say, oh, well, sorry, they're gone. We said, let's just bring the people what they want. And let's now bring out the literal stones that were they were saved and put aside for museums around the world. Because if we're not going to give Tanzanite that we have to museums, then museums aren't showing you the best. This is the literal best that's ever come out of the ground. So who's going to give Tanzanites for museum displays? It would have to be us through TVON, loaned out, and the museum exhibits usually, they can stay for years. It's not like we're going to be bringing them back at some point. This is where you have an opportunity to get it before it goes to the museum. And if it doesn't go today, it can go out where it was promised to go anyways. So it's kind of like the last call is really more just, it's more multifaceted than just, hey, we're running out of it. These are also set to go to museums, and that's where they've got to go. And some have already made their journey and are on display now in museums. One was in desperate need. One in France, of course, wasn't that crazy, that story? It just, I don't even know what ever happened, if they were able to recover. I don't remember reading that they recovered any of that jewelry that was stolen out of the Louvre. But again, it's important that you understand that's the quality and level we're bringing here. And so we'll give it 60 seconds final. I've got a couple people that are verifying on this Tanzanite. Maybe you want to get it started. And I would say it'd be really wise to do it because it can't come back. It either, again, we'd love to get it out to one of you and have it in your gold color choice. I just looked here. I will be able to do that in the yellow or the rose if you would like. The white gold certainly seems to be the favorite historically, but if you want to do yellow or rose, you can. No open. Okay, that's fine too. Museums will be happy to have it. It's worthy. It's definitely worthy. Questions are requested. It'd be time right now for those questions or requests if you have any for us on this Sunday as we wind it down. 12 seconds left. Yes. That's a good question. Feels like about a 7, but I could be wrong. Let me just check it for you. I'm going to check the ring size here, so it's going to be away from the screen for a moment. It's actually an 8. It's an 8 right now. Yeah, 8 right now. Let's take a look at it here. One more time, look at the inside, and excuse the little, there's a little, just, that's inventory tag. These do have tags that then have to be removed before they go on the air because I don't like looking at tags. I just think that's unsightly. So I just give you the information instead, and you see it right there on your screen. But that is a beauty, and we have got, yep, size 8, but not a problem. And like I said, we're changing the mounting if you want us to anyways. If you want the yellow or the rose, we can change it, and then the mounting would actually be made in your size anyways. So, and sometimes that happens. If you order a 4 and it's an 8, we may not be able to, size that down. So sometimes we have to start from scratch. And the stone is still yours, but then we have to make the mounting in your size, in your favorite gold color, and then reset that stone into the mounting that was custom made for you. Sometimes that is what happens because you would rather have that than have all your diamonds fall out. Because sometimes you can't make these big sways or shifts in sizes. So do we have 45? I know we're verifying a couple of people here, so I'm just waiting to see if it's official. Do we have it? So 45. a wild stone. I just love seeing it up close like that and seeing the dazzling reds just bubble through every corner. Like, look at it. There's not one little piece or flash of red here or there. It's really every one of those facets is going to light up red for you as it moves within these lights. And again, they still prefer, even out of light today, they still prefer a lower light to where the environment is right now. So you are going to see more of that neon and more of that red. We have the open. It's official. Thank you so much. We have $4,500. It is official. Remember, there's a money back guarantee even on auctions. So I know auctions in a lot of other places are final sale. So that is not the case here. Just know that. This is not like a way to, slip in a final sale thing for you. We don't do that. So obviously there are certain sale shows that are final sale. This is a sale, but it's not final sale. So if that makes sense to you, obviously the auction is like a sale because obviously we take a $14,000 ring and we made it 45, and here we sit. But we do have the open, so it will go. So museum, sorry museum, you're out of luck. The museum, and I'm not allowed to say, I'm not at liberty to say which stone is promised to where. It's a security issue and risk, so we don't say which stone is promised where. But most of the museums are in Europe. That's where a lot of the big gem exhibits happen to be right now, or in Europe, overseas. We're going to give it a final keall here. We have 45. I'm just going to give it 2 minutes because we are, looking at the clock, we only got about a half hour left in our airtime today. So we're going to have to, and we got quite a few pieces to recap today, which is unusual for a Sunday. So we're going to do all that. But let's make sure we get this one home. And again, nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. If you're seeing the value for what it is, you're correct. If you're thinking that seems like a really extra savings in value today, it is. It's a $14,000 ring and we're here at 45. Let's take another look at it, give it 2 final minutes and we'll sell it. And that'll be it. So 4,500. And who is that with the open over there? You got it? Okay, so we've just got, again, minute 50 now, and then we'll see if, Oh, really? Very good. Okay, fabulous. Last name doesn't start with the letter P, does it? Okay. Let's do our final minute 30 now. And again, any questions you have on it, let me know. And we'll help you out as soon as we can. What a great looking stone that is. This up close, which is usually where you don't see as much of the red, and the fact that it's doing that right now, right there in that viewpoint, really tells you something about that saturation level of that stone. I just think the mounting, boy, it's a hunk of gold. It really is. You've got some very substantial, let's not forget. Gold, I know it's crashed, but it's still around $5,000 an ounce. I know. I get hopeful every time I see a headline about gold, and then I'm like, oh, it crashed, good. Oh, it's still around 48, 49. Oh, one day it was 4,900. Okay, it's not exactly cheap. I'll take, if it's coming down for temporarily, great, great. But man, crash implies a different thing in my mind. So I'm going, well, it's still $5,000 an ounce. So there's a mighty fine, doesn't matter. It's all irrelevant to this ring because this ring was not made yesterday. It wasn't made in the last month. This mounting was made a while ago. The museum reserve has been kind of stuck in a little extra special corner of the vault, and it has not come out to play. So now it is, and here we go at 45. Is that it? 45 going once. We got 20-some seconds left here, and then it's going to be gone. Found its home, it looks like, and that will not be a museum display. Unless, of course, I always say, if you have anything from me here, like especially a Blue Wayne Museum Reserve, I always think it's cute to put a little plaque on your jewelry box, or your jewelry armoire, or your jewelry chest, or wherever it is. I say you could get a little plaque engraved and stick that on there and call it your museum. 45 once, twice, 3 times. It is sold. Congratulations. Wow. That is well done. Let me show you this rhodochrosite, because here's one of those real rare stones, which is also a nice chance to remind you that we have more real rare reds coming up. I'm calling it the Real Rare Reds show on Wednesday, because we've got our red barrels coming up on Wednesday night. Don't forget, 25th of March, it's Wednesday. It's just a few days away. 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have red barrels. And there aren't many, kind of like our Alexandrite collection today. There aren't many. It's not like I've got 3 hours. It's not the whole show, but it's red barrel. And I know how you've all really, really, really been anxious to see us do red barrels here. So we're going to do that on Wednesday. Here's 1127319, another one of those rare reds. This is called rhodochrosite. It's from the Sweet Home Mine in Colorado. It's a platinum setting with a 50-point rhodochrosite. It's a big stone for that particular gem. and it's 76 points in diamonds. We really dressed it up with some bigger diamonds here at over 3/4 of a carat. Now, it's in the platinum, so it'll stay in the platinum. So it'll be all white metal. There's your basket, and there's also your platinum hallmarking in the back. And very proud, because this rhodochrosite, a little different than what you might have seen. First of all, most of them are so included they can't even be faceted properly. That's not a facet grade stone typically. If they're real included, and they're usually traded or sold as gem specimens, where they look a little bit like pinky rocks, and they just are not that clean. And they're still small, and they don't come in big sizes all that often. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. There it is. Hot pinky red colors. Here's what it measures. That would be 7/8. Yeah, 7/8 of an inch top to bottom, and then I'll try it on for you as well. So you can see what this looks like on the neckline, give you another perspective on the size, and see how it just, as it moves there, it's got a little bit of that beam of light. It's like that elevators of light effect that goes through the stone. We'll go back up close, give you one major value here, send it out today. Wow. I kid you not, this is the price. And some of you, like, let's be real here. I am not the type of person that just says things to say things. That's the price. I don't write that. That's not something I just sat here and wrote a price randomly on it with a red marker. I don't do that. That just gives you an idea, though. That's a $99.99 piece. I've got carte blanche, 27 minutes, just blow out some jewelry. You better believe I'm going to take advantage of it. So let's get requests in, too. Let's get any recaps going that you'd like to see. But this one is going to be only $1,999. We just saved you a cool $8,000 on a rhodochrosite pendant. And that's when I've had rhodochrosites in the past, as few and far between as they've been small stones, as they always are. They're usually teeny tiny little gem faceted material. It's because the rough crystal does not grow that large. And then when you facet a piece of rough, it's going to get a little smaller. You know how that goes. So this is where 50 points, when all is said and done, in a faceted stone is very large for the rhodochrosite gem. And it's $19.99 if you'd like to get it. And then we have a pink diamond recap. Don't forget, Stephanie, if we had any other requests for you, let me know. If there's anything else you want to see, if I didn't quite hit the mark with those pink diamonds, I can always take down information, let you know if we do come across something for you later in time, because we're always creating new all the time. So again, not everything is always available. We're still making all the time, every day. So it just means you stick around and you join us, and I can always give you a heads up when your favorite piece that you might like is going to come forward. We also have aqua here. I've got a great looking pair of aqua earrings we're going to show you. They're nice big sizes too. But the rhodochrosite, if you like, and this is a great way to get into rares, and this is a stone you do probably prefer to wear as a pendant just because it can be a little bit more on the delicate side. So usually we do see our rhodochrosites chosen for pendants. It just makes it all the less stressful. Just put it on and wear it, and obviously nothing to worry about. You always put softer stones are generally best in pendants so that you don't need to worry about, activity as you wear them. Or for those that are saying, I'm just a busy woman, I don't want to worry about my jewelry, and I certainly don't want to nick it or scratch it or break it. That's what you do, is put it in a pendant, and then you never need to worry. Here's my aqua earring. These are also brand new, and actually they're going to sit on their sides here, but technically personally I think the design is intended to be the diamond up top. But again, you can see, you can mix and match them. There's a post that's at the upper third of the earring. So you can see there where that post is situated. But you can go ahead and kind of play with them when you get them at home. But I think really this is how they're intended. And maybe that's a nice way to set them up here, just to show you. Still gives you the best look at the color here. That's Sierra Santa Maria, aquamarine, little fingerprinted here. 257, item number is 113241. That's a 257 carat weight in your cushions. That's, of course, an overall carat weight. So that means you're also going to be getting in that big diamond. That's a nice size diamond up top. It's going to be our 4-point diamond. Or actually 4-point total, so 2 points each. And then we'll show them to you on, but that's almost like the drop that isn't a drop, meaning you don't have to worry about a lot of articulation or movement, but it's still most likely going to give you a little drop off the base of the lobe. So just a little on most, but again, depends on the shape and the size of your lobe. I'll show you what they look like on post and butterfly backings in gold. They're in the 14 karat white gold. We do only have one pair. So I know with the popularity of aquas of late, just want to remind you, just one pair. They've been mostly rings that we've been featuring. We're excited to bring you an earring, which is so specialty. And let me give you a look with the ruler. of what one looks like size-wise, and then seriously crowned with that big diamond. There's that. Look at that sparkle from that aqua. Bright as can be, half an inch top to bottom. So stunning. We'll take a look at it on the ear here for you as well. I'll pop that on right where the post would be in the lobe, so you can see just at least for a reference point on me. Oh my goodness. And I'm wearing a bright, pretty bright, powerful, like, you know, cobalt blue. And look at that. That's matching. That tells you a lot about the quality of that aquamarine. When it's that bright from a distance away, they're stunning. And back to the wheel we'll go. And we're going to blow them out for, well, I'm not going to do $29.99 on those. We'll take them a lot lower than that. There's only the one pair. The matching's incredible. I'll make them $1,999. That's it. 19. You know what? Actually, let's go better. We've got 23 minutes. That's it in the week. And then we see you Wednesday night for Red Barrel and others. It's not the whole show. Just FYI, if you're thinking, oh, I've heard about Red Barrel. I don't know if I can. Listen, we're going to have the Red Barrel among many other things. It's not just Red Barrel. There are only a few pieces, so it's not going to be the entire show. We'll have a lot of great jewelry for you on Wednesday night, but I don't want you to miss the one and only night that we're going to bring out our brand new Red Barrels. Here's what I'll do instead of 19, 18, 17. Oh, these are getting low for the big Sierra Santa Marias. You've got a carat 25 plus each on either, and they're not 17 or 16 or $15.99. Let's go as easy as we can go here. They're only going to be $14.99 for the pair. Just have the one pair, that's it. We're about to start recapping. We've got some diamond earrings. We've got private collection Brazilian Alexandrite. I only have a couple left. We'll show those to you. The rhodochrosites here. We had diamond earrings galore that were all designer. We had some diamond pieces that were quite large. We're going to show you those also. And anything else you want to see before we go. And keep in mind, we got some Brazilian Alexandrite, not Paraiba today, but Alexandrite. We're going to recap those. And then the two new diamond pieces I had very early on in the show, we'll bring those back for another look because they're wild. They've got these major diamond weights. I got a pendant here with 209 in diamonds alone. How about the aquas though? Still here? No problem. They'll go before the show is over. And then we've got the big pendant to recap. I think you may have missed this. It was the 209 diamond pendant. I'll start with it on the hand here so you can see. That's a big one. We had never done anything quite like this before. 209 in pave, platinum setting. Yes. Oh, is this the one, the aquas or the aquas? Okay, aqua earrings are gone. Thank you so much. Here's the pendant I wanted to show you. This is 1130455, and it's the 209, and look at that. This is a slide, meaning it's got a nice big bail that's all hidden. So you can put even your bigger like omegas and things like that. Big rope chain, no problem. Big diamonds by the yard, no problem. Here's the 209, 1 1/8 inch in length. If you haven't seen it yet, let me give you the recap there on the length. There's the 1 1/8. Yep, just about. And then here is the look on the neckline. Wow. Sign me up if you like big diamonds. There you go. That's the biggest diamond piece we have in a pendant. And then we'll show it up close as well. All those VS diamonds, just streamlined pave. And that, did you hear that thud? It kind of, I'm setting it down here and it goes thud. It's a big, heavy platinum piece. You know how dense platinum is. Platinum's always going to have that great weight and feel to it. But for 209, solid pave, yes, it's not just on a flat surface either. There's a little bit of a kind of a little dip that you get there. It's not just flat. The whole piece, if you look at it from this side angle, look at that. It's going to rest beautifully against the neckline, but look, it does that little arch. And then you have within here though, so this is kind of convex, this is a bit concave in that there's a little dip in the way the pave. See how it's not flat across the top? So that's important. Here's what it looks like again. Just let me set it up for you so you can see all those diamonds. And that one's only $29.99. Amazing and brand new right now. Well, earlier today. We had this one in the very first few minutes of the show. So that's on down to $29.99. If you like a lot of big diamond weight, that's how you get it in a pendant today. And then, oh my goodness, we've got, let's see, what else? Paraiba gents ring, by the way, FYI. Same setting we saw yesterday in a sapphire. I have in a men's Paraiba. Look at this. That is not something we see all the time. Gentlemen's Paraiba. Very affordable if you'd like to get a gents Paraiba. I'll give that a quick look here. It's 1130073. Who says that all the Paraibas have to be only for the gals and the ladies? We can bring out a gent style for you. Then we'll do the little Brazilian Alexandrite recap because they've all got to go. And we've got 2 rings left and 2 necklaces left. Don't forget about the $6.99 sapphire we had in the 3-stone ring earlier. We're almost sold out of everything, but we're going to get there. We're going to go for the sellout on everything. The kunzite was $24.99. The Tanzanite pendant was $9.99. We have the Alexandrite recap. I'm going to do that because I know not everybody was here a couple of hours ago. So let's do that as well. And if you've got the diamond pendant, let me know. Look at this Paraiba gents ring. Can't believe we did a huge 62-point Paraiba in all this gold. 1130073 is your number. It's 62 points on the Paraiba, clean as can be. 29 points is the diamond weight. And then you've got a fully finished under gallery. It would not be a gents ring if it didn't have an under gallery. And look at that one, so opulent as it is. We have got the ability to change the gold color because I got the mounting at the ready. So if you want yellow or rose is a preference, no problem. We'll do that. The Paraiba was what's so key here. Let me try it on. And this is the problem. I've had this a couple of times on the year for $89.99. Then it fell to $69.99. I think the whole point of bringing it back out should not be to just leave it at the lowest price, but actually make a new one and set a new record for Paraiba in a gent style and do better than $69.99. Now, again, you're going to get your size you need. You're going to get the gold color you want and prefer, and it's going to be mirror polished, perfected in every way. I'm going to make it $3,999 right there. That's what us ladies wish we could get. We wish we could get a 62-pointer. And our rings don't have nearly as much gold as this ring does. And it's not to say a gal can't wear this ring. Of course you could. But $39.99 for that amount of gold and a 62-point, nearly 2/3 of a carat Paraiba that's clean and ideal blue-green, 50-50 together, that's what you're looking for. That's what you want. That's what you need to have. And Jason, what'd you just pick up over there? Gotcha, thank you. I'm just making sure because we got recap time coming up. This is the time when everything's going. So let me show everybody. We have 2 necklaces and 2 rings in Brazilian Paraiba to share with you today. Before we go, these are the private collection from the miner. The miner who is now retiring. He has got, well, we had 6 stones in total. Now we're down to 2 rings. Look at that. Tell me, have you ever seen Alexandrite look like that? Outside of just seeing them earlier today. There's the oval, that's the largest, and there's the pear shape. And those are the 2 rings that are available. They are the same price. There's a 40-point oval in platinum. There's a 34-point pear shape in platinum. They are diamond weight, almost identical. On this triple split shank, you're getting 46 points, and over here you got 48 points. So almost identical diamond weights, very similar center stone carat weights, and your choice of. And we have a look at the color change. And maybe, I know that you're already thinking, but they're purple. That's already the change in color, right? That actually is. That is pure, bright. Think of it like red with neon, like a cherry red neon. That's the color change on the pear. I think we can show you the color change on the oval as well. But here's what we're going to do. Either way, the price tag is the same. And they're what we call light half carats. And it's going to be $4,999 per ring. And that's what your oval is going to look like under UV light. So we're showing you what they look like with UV light exposure. And this is the fluorescent light exposure. And you see there's still an undertone of a blue-green. They're breeding more purple, and then they change to red. And that is why this private collection is so important. Now, the choice of is $49.99. Then we've got 2 necklaces that are more affordable. And one of them is really amazing because it's a 36-pointer, which is right in between these 2 carat weights. So let me also remind you that if you would prefer to have the necklace, which I still see if I can get that bail to do what it's supposed to do. And then we'll show you what that looks like. Oh, it's just on the wrong way with the chain. That's why I can't turn it around. Okay, so I'll have to redo that. But let me show you the pendant because this 36-pointer is a roval stone. And this one, there, I got the bail the proper way now. That's a 36-point roval, almost the same carat weight as the center stones in the rings. And it's in platinum. And it's got 36 points in diamonds, and the necklace is only $29.99. And you get the box link chain for free with it. That's a box link chain in platinum as well for only $29.99. So you can get the rings for $49.99 or the similar size here in the necklace for $29.99. Then there's a necklace with a slightly smaller stone, and that's going to be even more affordable. So everything's under $5,000. The necklace you're looking at here is $29.99. The other option I have in a necklace, which is actually in a gold setting with a gold chain, is actually going to be as follows. This is the elongated style. Now that's a round. That's a pure round. It's a 22-point round in 18 karat gold with diamonds scattered throughout. That's 25 points in diamonds. That's $24.99. So there are Alexandrites, the absolute best of the private collection from the Alexandrite category. Brazilian Colwego de Fogo mined. The best modern day Alexandrite has been out of Brazil from this very Stream of Fire mine. And there it is. And again, the red would be the same on this round. So just beautiful. So I want to recap those for you. And again, now 13 minutes left to go. So we've got just a few recaps left to show you. Want to make sure that, did everybody see the sphenes? Andy, you were thinking about the 341 sphene, but that's still here? Okay, so let me just show the sphenes very quickly, because the sphenes were, I don't know, I mean, they're still color changing stones in bigger sizes and even more rare, and yet the sphenes are also on blowout as well. So here were the sphenes. We had three choices. There's our radiant option number one. Radiant option number two is going to have more of a halo design around it. That's the second radiant. Then I've got a very big 4 carat plus pear shape. These are right around 3.5 carats. For those two radiant cuts, choose your favorite, and they're all the same price. And this was, well, $99.99 was our lowest prior to today. Now, the 3.5 and 4 carats, they're down below $3,500. They're all $34.99 for those three sphenes. So those are some great options there, I would say. I think those are some really fabulous color change sphene options, 3.5 and 4 carats there. And so you can decide $34.99 for your choice of. They're all the same price. Color change sphene blowout right there. All go from green to red, kind of like the Alexandrites do. It's just, I understand there's some of us that want more than a 40-point stone. And there you have it. 3.5, very unique, really rare, undeniable best of the best color change sphene, and still going to go green to red. So just want to bring those out for you as a last call, and then call me on the Alexandrites, or if you have any questions on anything at all, happy to help. That's what we're here for. It's the end of the show. It's time for these to go. They're one of a kinds, all of them. I've had really, what did I have today that wasn't one of a kind? Maybe some opal earrings. That's it. It's been really a day of more extraordinary than normal even. I mean, it's been a Sunday when we always showcase the best of the best, but today has been an extraordinary day for really utmost in rarities. I mean, just the complete best of the best when it comes to rarity. And those Alexandrites, let me know on the Wonder Ring style, the triple split band. These are our sphenes. We love those too. Gents Paraibas here. I mean, you name it. We've got to move everything before the end of the show. That's 11 minutes away. 11 minutes. 11 minutes to go. And that's why if you think they're going to be available further beyond that, highly unlikely. So again, busy. Yes. Sphene in the center, you got it. That one's going to be item number. I had it here just a moment ago. The sphene in the center is gone. I'm going to try it on for you as well. That's going to be item number 112, 9172, and that is the 348. 348 radiant, 76 points was the diamond weight. Yes. The left side, the radiant on the left side is gone. That's gone as well. So Andy's got item number 9172, and Joanne, that's going to be 8462 for you. 8462, they're all staying in the white actually on these. So that'll be that. And then we have our pear shape, which is our largest. 9378 is the item number here. That's a 4 carat 05 with 79 points in diamonds. And their two radiants are, congratulations, they have found their homes. They're gone. Enjoy those radiants. They are just ever so bright, and exactly that, radiant. They are radiant. That's the perfect name. And this is 1129378 for the 405. Just a last look at $34.99. Then we've got a kunzite last look. We got that 844 that's got to get a home. And don't forget about the Brazilian Alexandrites. This is just where you get bigger color change stones, really, really rare, green to red. That's the 405, like the freeway, 79 points in diamonds, and that one goes green to red as well. That's the largest of the three, by the way. So the others were 3.5. This one's got 79 points in the double halo in the round brilliant diamonds, classic 14 karat white gold shank to it, and that's one, oh, just a beauty. And it's even a modified Paraiba. It's got a little notched edge to it. Instead of just one big curvy edge, it's got a little notched corner edge to it. So also have this Tanzanite. Here's the Tanzanite pendant from the very top of the show. Isn't that the sweetest thing? I mean, it just is. There's something so very designer about this one, and it's only $9.99. It's item number 1130-471. I want to remind you about that one being here as well. We've got kunzite and copper bearing coming up. Also, as recaps, our sphenes are almost sold out. We have those, just the pear shape left now. So just the pear shape remaining on the sphenes. It's been a day of elite. It has been, certainly. This one's going to stay in platinum, by the way, but it's under 1,000, and there's been very few items under 1,000. If you're looking for more affordable, that's certainly a great way to go today. A couple of Brazilian Alexandrites, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Who was that? Congratulations. Paraiba men's ring. Enjoy. I think that one may be verifying as well. And that was quite a value. $39.99. I can't believe I did that. And then here we go with the Tanzanite. Emerald cut, 1 carat 10 diamonds as well. How about, we want to recap this. I personally really think that this Paraiba needs to get a home. It's rubellite. It's rubellite, but with copper. So let's take a look at this more simple, elegant style here. It's a cushion cut square on the rubellite copper bearing. It's 1130-251, and that's a square cushion. Now this will be on the more simple, elegant style to wear. It's going to be 1130-251. Call us on the Tanzanite pendant. That at the moment is still here, but it looks like maybe going. And now we have the 18 karat gold. And again, 8 minutes left to go. So we're going to sell out every single piece from this show. We're getting very close now to sell out on everything. Just got a couple of the Brazilian Alexandrites. The big diamond pendant is here as well with the 209 and the diamonds, and now the copper bearing rubellite square cushion with 16 points in the 2 baguettes. That's 8 and 8, 36 points in the rounds. I'll try it on. It's in 18 karat gold, so that's a big upgrade, and that one's only $19.99. So that's why that definitely needed a little recap, because you know that's not a matter of the price. It's a matter of maybe you didn't see it yet. $19.99 for this one. Let me try it on for you. 18 karat white gold is how it stays on this one. And then look at that color. That is just gleaming and glowing. What would you like, Jason? Tanzanite pendant is now gone. Thank you so much. Here's our rubellite square cushion. There it is. Back to the wheel we go. And then what I'm going to do is show you the big kunzite. Got to show you the big kunzite again before we go, because that one's going to get a home as well. Couple of Brazilian Alexandrites, that private collection going right now into the ownership's private collection if you decide to pass on those. But I really would recommend getting those quickly. We had a couple of blue star sapphires, a couple of really good pink diamonds, some of which we brought out a little bit earlier than we were supposed to, by request. If you have any questions about anything you've seen today, please let me know what those questions are, and we'll help you out so we can give you another look at it before we run out of time. But that is $19.99. Now for the kunzite. Let's get you the big kunzite here. This is 112-8182 coming up next, and we're going to need to zoom way back for this one. Here comes the kunzite. Perfect purple pink combo orchid color here. It's the 844 kunzite. I would say it even looks bigger than that. When I look at this, every single time I see this ring, I think it's a 12 karat. Yes. Show it on the neckline again. Sure. Here comes the Tanzanite. Who got it? Let me alert them. Hi, Dale. All right, Dale, we're going to show you on the neckline again. This is the Tanzanite pendant he picked up. And then we've got the kunzite, by the way, so you can consider this in that 844 size with that 129 in diamonds. It's only $24.99. Now, did you tell Dale there's different ways to wear it? Because we kind of pointed out earlier that there are more than one way. There's more than one way to wear it, because it's got bails essentially around it in every which direction. But there it is. So, Dale, that's the Tanzanite pendant you picked up. It is now sold. But I was pointing out earlier, it's intended to have your chain go through here, but technically there's open work all around the side profile. So you could wear it east to west, south to north, north to south, west to east. You can wear it really any way you want. But Dale, thank you. And that Tanzanite looking much better here in this lower light, isn't it? So congrats, Dale. Thank you for shopping today. Let's go back to our kunzite. See who's got this one at $24.99 for that kunzite, which is 8182. And that'll be a one only. And I'll try this one on again for you. And then don't forget that copper bearing rubellite at this moment is still here, but that's going to be soon to go as well. So here comes the kunzite on the hand for you one more time. Two ways to wear it, obviously. I'll show you both. That's the one way to do the pear shape, pointing away from the hand. Here's the other way. And then let's see if they're getting the rubellite or the kunzite. There's the big one, $24.99. That's the new drop today. That's the newest, latest price discount today and today only. Obviously, it's going to go. Yes. Yes, I can. Let's show the emerald again. That was a request from earlier. We actually brought it out by request. So, and I think that, let's see if it's our requester or not. Doesn't matter, 1130360. We just have one of our Carat 39 Colombian emerald in the platinum setting. Here comes the emerald. This is the 139. We showed this early on today. This is quite something here. Look at that glow in that Muzo Mine Colombian emerald. It's a 139 stone, 51 points in the diamonds. It's set in platinum. It is a cool creative halo because it's got rounds and baguettes together as that outer halo, and that would be $24.99 with now 4 minutes left to go. Yikes. So running out of time here. Let me know if you have any last minute questions, requests, or want to pick something up because these one of a kinds are flying. This is the $24.99. Now look, you have two options. The kunzite we just had is $24.99, and now the Muzo Colombian Mine Emerald also $24.99. Let me pop it on the hand one more time in case you didn't see that earlier. Here it is on the hand. What a piece. Look at that glow. So what looks pretty darn clean from that close-up, from a distance away is just going to look pure perfection. It looks like just the whole stone lighting up at one time, doing its thing, glowing like it's plugged in. That's $24.99 only, and that looks like a $280 because that's what emeralds just do. That they just look double. They're less dense stones, so they're like opals. They're going to look a lot bigger than they weigh. So do keep that in mind at $24.99 right there. Look at that. That's cool. 3 minutes to go. Don't forget, please don't forget about Wednesday night. This Wednesday night, the 25th of March, coming up in just 2 short days. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, we're off. We're here Wednesday night. There is a huge premiere. Every Wednesday night of every week, there's going to be a very big premiere. Everyone. And this Wednesday, I'm telling you right up front, sometimes we're going to surprise you with it. I'm letting you know now because it's been maybe our most requested stone. We have red beryl, otherwise known as the one and only bixbyte. It's part of the emerald family, aquas, emeralds, morganites, and then the rarest of them all is the red beryl, the bixbyte. We're going to have a small collection for you on Wednesday and only on Wednesday. So if you do want to be a part of it, just to even see it, just to maybe finally own it, maybe you want to add to a collection, we're going to have finished pieces of jewelry, not loose stones, but finished pieces that have been custom made for these red beryls Wednesday night. It is only on Wednesday night, so that's important. The following Wednesday, a week after that, big premiere as well. The emerald is gone. Thank you so much. And we'll probably end here with this kunzite yet again, the 844, which is, again, I'm number 8182. So again, Wednesday night's crucial. Be with us. Trust me, you will not regret being here with us to see these red beryls. And perhaps, yes, a few of you are going to walk away owning the red beryls, which is so exciting. So we're thrilled about that. And thank you so much for being with us today, as always, and really all week long. It's been such a joy. And of course, we're off on Mondays and Tuesdays, no shows, but we're here back on Wednesday night for the big one. So the big red beryl show is going to be here on Wednesday night. So even if you know a gemstone collector, friend, family member, somebody who's really into gemstones, trust me, they want to be here watching that show on Wednesday night. So Wednesday the 25th, make sure you set yourself a little reminder, alarm, write yourself a note, put it on the calendar or the agenda so you don't miss it, because I've only had a couple red beryls ever in my entire career. So we're going to bring you one big segment. It's maybe, I think we have, 6 or 8 items. So it's not that many, but it's going to be all exciting and all premiering and debuting on Wednesday. So I look forward to that. Can't wait. We've got, speaking of, let's see if we can get you another recap here, because we are just about to go, but I think the kunzite may be gone as well. And thank you so much. Again, we appreciate you watching and shopping. We're here Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8 Pacific, and Saturday and Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. So we're about to wrap up in 90 seconds. Here's the Blue Star Sapphire, by the way. That's that amazing $39.99. 3 1/4 carat rich royal blue. We had a powder blue as well. Both Blue Star Sapphires are also here if you want to inquire about those or anything else we had today. We can help you. We're here for a couple minutes still on the phone lines, so keep that in mind, and we'll be here to help you out. So please do give us a call so you know how to reach us. The kunzite at this moment might still be here. It looks like we're verifying the kunzite. Thank you again for being with me all week long. I really appreciate you tuning in and joining us and hanging out here. And boy, has it been an exciting week with rarity. We're going to continue that. So again, Wednesday night, make sure you're with us for that big beryl. We're going to roll out the barrel. We are. We're going to have ton of fun, like a barrel of monkeys. Isn't that what they say? Yeah, so there's all kinds of exciting things. So we're going to be joining you Wednesday night for the Red Barrels. It's going to be a lot of fun. Enjoy the next couple of days when I won't see you, but we'll see you right back here Wednesday night at 5 Pacific. That's, of course, 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 p.m. Eastern. I look forward to it. It's not every day we get to see these really fantastic Red Barrels. You're in for a treat. So make sure you join me on Wednesday for that. Thank you again so much for joining me all week long and today especially. Really appreciate your company. Thank you so much for shopping as well. And again, we hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and the next couple of days until we meet again on Wednesday night. I look forward to it. So thank you again so much. Any questions, call me. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us here at TVON. We wish you a great next couple of days. And I'll see you on Wednesday night.